This is the XboxCast.
Did you not hear any of that then?
Nothing came through in the slightest.
Okay. Well, we're live now,
Fantastic.
so we might as well
Love it.
start and I'll fix it in post, because I'm not starting again.
No, we're doing it. Right. Are you ready for all the news? Every single bit of news that ever was to be newsed? Well, strap yourselves in, because my word, we are catching up on every single bit of news that we have missed over the past couple of weeks. This is going to be another monster news, guys. I hope you're ready. We're your hosts, Carl and Lee, and this is new news with the XboxCast. Mr. Lee, how you doing?
Mate, I'm alright. I'm okay.
How was your trip to Melbourne?
It was alright, you know.
Just
Pretty decent,
alright.
pretty decent.
Not too bad.
Not too bad, you know. Did stuff, drank some alcohol, ate some food,
Ate some food, just a bit.
geeked out a little bit,
Oh, yeah.
pointed at things randomly.
Yeah, no wonder they sent you home.
Exactly.
We can't have this
No,
man walking
no
around
more
Melbourne just
pointing.
pointing at things.
That's right.
That's not right.
I got caught out pointing at things, and that was it. They kind of said, you have to go now. I'm sorry, but
Yep.
please
They're
go.
yeah. We don't do that over here. We don't point at things. So
No.
It is what it is.
No, it's actually awesome.
They took your passport back when you got to Napier.
Yeah, no,
They're
I have
like,
no
and
passport.
no more leaving for you.
No, that's it. You're done.
You
Just,
can't point at
just
things ever again.
stop it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
news on a Saturday. I mean,
know.
we're not often on a Saturday, so I'm feeling pretty fresh and excited about
Oh.
all the news that we have.
Oh, well, this is exciting. I'm feeling okay. I've had real issues sleeping.
Your time zone is still a bit out, isn't
Just
it?
so weird. I was so tired at last night at like 8, 9 o'clock. I don't understand why. And then I ended up sleeping back midnight, went to sleep and woke up again at 8, and it felt like it was like 3 o'clock in the morning still. Which it kind of was 6 o'clock in the morning, so confused, my poor body.
Yep, your poor body.
I don't understand how 2 hours can make so much difference, but
Well, from what Simone was saying, because she's reading Why We Sleep, she says that for every 1 hour out of your time zone, you need a day to recover.
yeah, and going there was fine.
Yeah, because you add 2 hours.
Yeah, and
suddenly
you're
you
right.
have all this extra time in the day. You have a 27-hour day.
That's right, yeah. Coming back, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, suddenly I've gone from 27 hours a day to a 19-hour day. Oh, and I feel
So
like
I went to sleep at, I think it was like 2:30 on the first night. So I just couldn't sleep. I was just sat, I was like, I don't feel tired. It was like midnight, 1 o'clock. I was like, I don't feel tired. There's no point going to bed. I'm not tired at all.
I'm just going to lie in bed and stare at the ceiling.
Oh,
and
watch TV.
probably
I was
playing
watching. I
games.
was just watching TV. I was like, oh, I can't. There's no point going to bed. I'm not tired in the slightest. Yeah, and then I woke up at like 8 after going to bed at 2:30. Yeah, and I was a bit tired yesterday. And then last night I was so tired last night because then I woke up at 7 because the dog arrived at 7 o'clock and I'd had like about 5 or 6, 7 hours maybe. So not much sleep. So confused. So yeah, it hurt.
Oh man, it feels like it does.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I'm with you in spirit.
Thank you. Thank you
It's
very
going to be
much.
strange because we're going across to New Zealand at the end of the month
Oh,
for
yeah.
a weekend.
Oh,
So
just the
we're
weekend.
Literally arriving on Friday, flying out on the Monday. So it's going to be just a bit of a quick weekend. And
Yep.
I don't even know how our bodies are going to take it.
I was fine at your place after 2 days. It was right. 2 days I was into it. I was like, yeah, okay, cool.
And away you go.
And away you go. Because I was waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning the first morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, 5 o'clock. That's right. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, which is 7, which is my normal time. And then I woke
yes.
up at 6 o'clock the next day. And then I was fine. So it literally was an hour each time, a bit later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So I have to go to bed at
fantastic.
like, I don't know, 9 o'clock tonight or something just to kind of reset because I'm just broken currently.
Yeah, just why don't you put your do you have daylight curtains or anything like those blackout curtains in your room?
Oh, they're pretty good. They're not blackout, but they're pretty good.
Okay, because I was thinking at about 6 you just go into the blackout curtains and you start telling your body, right, it's dark, it's quiet, time to start winding down.
Yeah.
So that by 9 o'clock you're just ready to fall asleep.
That's how I was last night, but I was like, I can't go to bed at 9 o'clock because that's ridiculous. Because I will wake up at 5 then. And then I'll be broken again. So I had to kind of stay up until a normal time, which is normally about 11:30 is my normal time.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, just to kind of go, right, okay, so if I go to bed then, So I read a book for a while and then fell asleep and it was fine. But this morning I woke up at 8 o'clock, felt like I hadn't slept.
Oof.
And Barney was looking at me going, "Are we going out now? Are you going to feed me? What's going on?"
It's like,
I'm like,
is it
"Bro,
walkies or is it food time?
Yes.
What's going on?
what's going on?" Exactly. I was like, "Bro." So yeah, It's
Poor
early, bro.
dog. Just staring at you going, what's going on? Are you okay? Do I
Exactly.
need to come sit on your head?
That's pretty much what we wanted to do. Yes.
Brilliant.
But PAX was awesome. It was really good. It made me
Good
think
to see everyone.
we should get into do more video stuff though. Just seeing the random people walking around.
Yeah, there's heaps of people walking around with just random cameras.
Yeah.
Did you see the person walking around with like, they had a body cam where they could stick their phone? And so they were live streaming, but their phone was just kind of hanging over their shoulder, so their hands are still free.
See, I was
And
going to
their
get some
phone was up.
some elastic bands and just put them around my head.
Oh, that is very much more the XboxCast way of doing things, isn't it?
Exactly. And as it goes, it slides slowly down your face, so you can't see after a while. Then you have to keep adjusting it again. It just keeps doing that. That's what I was thinking.
That'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
And
or
then
glasses.
After,
Some glasses. Yeah,
end
get a
of the day, you
elastic
just
band.
got this phone imprint with the elastic,
Elastic band
band.
around your head. Yeah.
Well, you've got a cool Aussie hat now. You can just kind of cut out the front brim and just like hang your phone down from it,
I like it.
you know? And then you just look through the phone.
That's actually not a bad idea. Well, it's probably a bad idea, but that's not actually a bad idea. Because then when
You
you're
might go-
looking is where
Yeah, everyone else is looking.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you might go cross-eyed staring, reading the chat so close to your eyes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, might just go blind.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
It's one. Take one for the team.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Well done.
That's right. Yeah, thanks for going blind.
Yeah, thanks for sacrificing your eyes for the podcast.
Exactly. Yes. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. The whole experience was really cool. Like even coming back was nice. Like the flight back was good. It was a bit late, but it wasn't too bad. And because of the extra 2 hours when I drove back, I actually got home at 12:30, but it was only 10:30. So the drive back was actually nice because I was awake. It wasn't like I was tired or anything. So
Oh, fantastic.
yeah, but then obviously it broke me for the next day because I obviously can go sleep straight away because I've been driving for like 4.5 hours. So
Yeah, no, that's impressive. I mean, you fly into Auckland and you immediately jumped in your car and drove to Napier.
yeah.
You weren't even going, I could hang out with Gary. Or had
He
had
said,
enough
"Do you want to
Gary?"
crash? Do you want a coffee?" I was like, "No, dude. If I leave now, then I'll get home at a reasonable hour. It'll be too late."
So the real answer was, you've had enough, Gary.
Oh no, that's
was
not
time
what
to
I
go.
thought. No, I just need to get home, just to reset. Because I spent all day the next day driving. Is what I was thinking. 'Cause you kind of wake up, you have some breakfast, and then you leave the house at like 9. Then you get home at 1. Then you've just lost another day.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking would happen. That's exactly what would happen. Like I'll crash there, wake up knackered.
Yeah.
Crawl
Wake
out
up
of bed.
naked, and then he wants some breakfast, and he's going to hang out and chat, and you're going to talk about PAX, and you're only leaving after lunch anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then you lose a day. So I was like, no, I get home and then I can do stuff, point at things.
Go back to Napier where they allow you to point at things.
Exactly. But yeah, the whole experience was really good though. And it kind of like it just worked. The whole trip worked. Even you getting
Yeah.
us lost all the time was fine. Like it was okay.
Well, I mean, we kept finding food, which was fine.
I know. Well, down here, it was funny because in the end, me and Kingsman Trevor were just standing back and watching you. Because you'd literally veer off one way and then change direction and veer back again. That was literally how you were walking. Because you kept going, oh, we'll go down here. Oh, no, wait a minute, we'll go down here. And then we'd kind of, yeah.
Yeah, well, you wander down, you go, this road looks familiar. No, wait,
No,
this road is
this is the
supposed to be
wrong one.
one over. And
Yeah.
it's supposed to actually turn right instead of left. So let's try that.
The amount of times
instead.
Lee walked into me at the beginning because he kept going walking beside you. And he walked into me because you changed direction. It's like, dude.
Yeah, well, I was getting excited. There's so many places I wanted to go. I wanted to go everywhere all at once. And so
Yeah.
I just ended up going nowhere.
No, we got there in the end.
We
Via other places. That was the only difference.
Indeed. The best part was, oh, let's go here for lunch. No, this place is closed.
Oh,
on
that was
Monday.
awesome. That was really good walking around, yeah. And let's walk down to that cafe that was being rebuilt.
Oh, yeah.
That was
well,
good.
it was a nice walk. You got to
Yeah.
see some cockatoos.
God, they were screaming at us.
Yes. You can kind of see how they're dinosaurs, with their loud noises.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We had, when I was walking to work the other morning, we had a whole flock of them over the Yarra River, over the bridge that we kept crossing to Flinders.
Oh, yeah.
And man, in the city, you can still hear them. As they fly down the Yarra River, you just hear their squawking.
It's squawking. Yeah, they're crazy.
Insane. But it was lots of fun.
It was indeed. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, real fun.
Yeah, PAX was great. So you're going to come over for what, Comic-Con or Armageddon or F1 or what other events can we drag you back for that's not podcast related now?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, Phantom of the Opera is showing. That's a good excuse. You can come point at them. It's in the dark, so no one will see.
Yeah, exactly.
You just point at the stage. Look at the stage.
People singing.
Yes, I know these songs.
I know they're going to sing along. Isn't that what you do? Sing along? Jump on stage and help out?
Yeah, of course. They love it.
Yeah.
And then you jump into the crowd and crowd surf.
Oh, crowd surfing at. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Phantom the Opera crowd surfing.
Yeah, especially when they're singing the song, It's great. People love it. They all get into it.
Yes, that's right. They have no choice. I shall make them.
I shall make them. Well, we have promised the listeners news, and
they are
such
excited.
News we have promised.
They are so excited for the news, aren't they? I can tell.
My word. We have a lot of news. In fact, this podcast is just going to be news. News, and more news.
I think we've broken it.
We've got to get into this, because if we don't start, we're going to be here for the rest of the day.
Yes, it's true.
So, kick us off with the news, Mr. Lee.
Well,
what has been happening over the past, feels like 6 months, according to how much news we have?
Hold it. You've forgotten something really important.
What?
The gameplay chart.
Well, let's dive into it.
Let's do it. This is October 10th. So this is actually 5 days ago. So this is almost out of date.
Oh, man.
Maybe we should do should I do this week and last week's as well?
Let's see if there's any differences. That'll be a good one.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know. People might actually hate us if we did that. We might actually lose listeners, which is, Oh, this is actually... Oh, okay. So have you looked at the charts? I've dropped it into
not
Pocket.
Yet.
I've dropped it into Pocket.
Keep I wait for you to show me the charts so that I can act surprised.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a shock, actually. Because you remember we walked over and we were going to watch this game being played live, and it's only just been released, and we stood there and there was a countdown. Then they played an advert, and then they said... oh, please wait. We're like, this is interesting. So this game called Overwatch 2 didn't actually work, I think, when we were away.
It seems a bit silly to have Overwatch 2 at PAX.
Yeah, no, it was.
The day after launch.
They kind of had pictures of it, didn't they?
They did. They had pictures. They had the marketing material.
Yes.
They did not have the game.
No, the game was just slightly going.
Then again, I don't think anyone had the game.
Well, but look at number 1 in the charts.
I'm impressed.
Overwatch 2 is number 1.
Is that because everyone just jumped into the queue and let it sit there for a day?
What's interesting, so what it says here is Blizzard expected the launch of Overwatch 2 to go smoothly, but DDoS attacks and server issues saw 40,000 player long queue. I didn't realise they had DDoS attacks and server issues.
Okay, but if you read between the lines, having 100,000 people queue up for your game is technically a DDoS attack.
True. Yeah. It's unexpected DDoS. It's not like a proper DDoS because they didn't mean it, but
yeah, it's still a DDoS attack because you got a good couple people queuing for your game, and when you're expecting 6 people to jump in on launch day, you only fire up a Raspberry Pi to host the servers on.
That's right. You get your Windows 98 machine on and.
Yeah, you plug it into the internet and you go, look, it'll be fine.
And you go, this will be fine, it won't be hacked. Yeah, everyone's done the Windows updates last 10 years ago.
I have a feeling Blizzard is constantly in this position where they release a game and they go, oh, we didn't expect everyone to like our games.
To be fair, every single release of every single online game does this. It does.
Actually,
every single one. There's not one that I know has gone well.
Interesting. That's a good point. I wonder which online game has actually gone well.
All the ones I've been involved in. I remember Destiny from back in the day. Never worked.
Destiny was a shocker.
Because that was always... What was the error? It was like Armadillo or something? It was a name, wasn't it, the error? And it was basically like there's too many people.
Yep. Sea of Thieves also had Greenbeard.
Oh, I remember. Actually, Destiny 2 was good because you come in at the queue like 2,000. You're like, 2,000, that will take a while. But yeah. And then it goes 4,000. You're like, wait a minute. Why is it going up?
Why did I lose my place in the queue?
Yeah, Division 2, same. Division 2, when it first came out, shocking. All the Modern Warfare games have always come out badly. Diablo 3.
I
that
remember
was just
Diablo
broken.
3.
because
I
all
took
the
time off to play it, and I spent the first day of my leave watching a queue, and I'm just going, this is useless.
remember the loot just kept disappearing all the time because the loot was tied back to the online services.
Yeah,
So
yep.
the loot would disappear.
Yeah, that was great fun.
It's almost like no one's ever released a game before, and it's all new.
I know, like, they're completely
Oh,
shocked.
what? People?
Here's this game that we've been hyping up for 6 months. We've killed the original game so that the version 2 overwrites
have
version
no
1.
choice. Yeah.
You have no choice to play it. You're going to log in. Oh, look, people have arrived. Oh, wow, how did this happen?
Remember Twitter when Twitter first started with whale fail?
Yeah.
Constantly
The
failing
fail
over.
whale.
Fail whale.
Actually, true. It seems like no one prepares for anyone. They just
No.
you power on someone's laptop. Your Dell will handle this, right? Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. I
should
mean,
be
we're
right.
expecting 6 people.
Yeah, I've got like 8 gig of RAM. It'll be fine.
Yeah. And I'm running Chrome. It'll be great.
Actually, so looking at this, Multiverses was amazing when it came out.
Huh. But do you
Never-
think it's because they had a long beta?
Oh, maybe. I wonder if it was because they had like at the beta. Actually, if you were in the beta, you got in a week early or something, and it was really easy to get. I got in the week early. Like, it wasn't. I didn't have to do anything special to get into it. So I wonder if they kind of spread out a bit more from the locals.
Yeah, I think the staggered approach is probably best, especially like there's a closed beta. If you're in the closed beta, you get to the open beta. If you're in the open beta, you get access early to the game before release.
Yeah.
And then release is just, a patch, and then it opens up to the public. And at that stage, everyone who really wants to play the game will have tried to sign up for either of those betas.
Yeah, definitely.
So then you're just, when you open up the game for general public, you're kind of catching all the hype in a way.
Mm.
Like everyone who's hyped for the game that didn't get into the betas will join. But then at least you can gauge. We're like, whoa, we had 1 million people sign up for the beta. Let's cater for maybe 1.5 million on open day.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it's cool. Okay. So yeah, that was good anyway, but so funny.
Have you downloaded Overwatch 2 yet?
No.
Okay, download it. I'm so keen to play it.
Are you really?
It was looking at me last night.
Oh, okay.
While I was watching Scorn download or get the day 1 patch, whatever. I was looking at it going, but no, yes. Should I just jump in? Should I just start it up? What's going on? And then
Okay.
Scorn finished.
All
And
right.
I was like,
After
okay,
this podcast, then
good.
I will download it. How big is it?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I just click download and then walk away, and then
Yeah,
the
fair
Aussie
it is.
internet falls over.
20 gig. That's not too bad.
Oh, not too bad at all.
Completion 138 to 194 hours.
Oh, we're not completionists here. We're just
No.
going to shoot people for a bit.
It does say I played 70 hours already, which is interesting.
Because Overwatch 2 has overwritten
As well.
Overwatch 1.
Yeah.
So when you fire up Overwatch 2, does it pop the Overwatch 1 achievements?
I've not even
Like-
installed it. I don't know nothing.
Because that'll be interesting if you just like have a look at the achievements, and you basically
It
just
already
get double
says-
achievements.
I don't know. I've already popped 15 out of 160. 160 achievements. What
Oh,
the
yeah.
heck?
Oh, it's not too bad.
Amazing. Oh, the base game contains 59, and 33 DLC packs contain 101 achievements. What?
That's incredible.
Wow, that's a list.
That is indeed.
Halloween Terror 2016. Oh my god. So every time Doomfist, Summer Games, Halloween Terror 2017. Well, there is there's 33 DLC. That's incredible.
That's amazing.
And Kiriko was the last one.
So yeah, Overwatch 2 has just overwritten Overwatch 1, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it's
just-
exactly
yep.
the same. Have they even
Done.
boosted the graphics? Oh, I'll play it. When I play it, I'll work out if it's boosted the graphics or not.
Cool. I'm so
Okay.
keen to play it.
Let's go back to the charts.
Right, the
I don't know
charts.
how how long we can stretch charts out for. We've been going for quite a while already. 20 minutes and we've done one item on the charts. We've done number 1 on the charts now so far. That's quite good.
This is good.
And then the rest of them are literally gone down by 1 place. Every single one of them has gone down by 1 place.
Yep.
So there's Fortnite. So it tells me last week's chart was probably exactly the same. Obviously
Except without
Fortnite
an Overwatch.
with no Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatchless. Wonder if Overwatch itself has dropped out then. When people manage to play it still. Anything interesting top 10? Pretty much exactly the same as normal. Forza 10. Forza 5 is at number 10 anyway. Or number 11 now. Chivalry 2. So this is a game I
Yeah.
want to play. This game looks amazing.
Oh, this is hilarious. This is everyone just screaming, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, you just run out and scream at each other, and they have those stupid comments from the developers messing around making comments and stuff, don't they? I think every developer added their own stupid comment. I think that was kind of the vibe we got off the release.
That's so good.
Yeah, so that's at number 12, which is pretty good.
Oh, and interesting, just reading the quick write-up about Chivalry 2, it picked up an extra 500,000 players thanks to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Awesome, yeah. Then we go down, we got NBA 2K23 has gone up a place.
Which one that is, who knows?
No, no idea. And Halo Infinite 17. Fallout 76 is a re-entry.
Yeah.
Because of the pits, I'm guessing.
Or, yeah, the pits, or I think they did a live dev blog or something where they showed new stuff coming.
So, do you know what I played yesterday?
What do you play?
Fallout 76, the pits.
But what about it? You sat down, you fired up Fallout 76, the pits.
So, I've got a review code for the Deluxe edition of Fallout 76 Pits, the pits.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I installed Xbox One. So I installed it. And the problem is my character is only level 7. So it's not powerful enough to do the pit stuff. I was like, well, this is interesting. So I'm going to have to do what? Play for the next 30 hours to get myself high enough level characters?
Just call Paul. Let him drag you through it.
Yeah, there's that, yeah. What is funny is I joined some other groups. And the guy level was like 400. And I was level 6 or 7. So I joined it and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he went to daily and disappeared. I ran around after him for a while. He disappeared. And then he kicked me out of the group. I was like, oh, okay. That was a bit sad. That's a bit disappointing.
You just got fair enough.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, definitely. I was like, oh, yeah, fair enough. And then went back to my house and then took apart some of my gear I'd been picking up.
Oh,
you know, as you do. Because basically what you're just picking up stuff. I was too heavy, so I couldn't fast travel. I then dumped some stuff and then travelled back, got rid of all my stuff and went, yeah, I can't play this anymore. I need some help here. This is not working on my own.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's so good. Dead by Daylight's gone up a place. There's not a lot going on here, you know, excitingness. Medieval Dynasty is an entry. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say Medieval Dynasty, new entry. What is that? Oh, is that probably because of Game Pass?
Trevor was very excited by this one.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, this is a first-person management game. Yeah, I was watching this game. I went because I had no idea what was going on here, and it's a first-person management game. You run around managing like a medieval place. Oh,
okay. So you don't manage a person.
You are a person
manager.
but you're a person, but you're managing a village and first person.
Oh, okay, cool.
Rather
I think
than
I've
you know,
actually seen this.
Yeah, rather than top
looking
down
at those
view
screenshots.
Of it. Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I was tempted to install it to have a look, but then it is Halloween week this month. It's Halloween month this month. So
yeah,
I've tried to play stuff that's scary, not just play medieval dynasty management game. Do we care about the rest? Inside's back up again. Re-entry for Inside.
Inside re-entry, yep. And then Call of Duty Black Ops 3 re-entry.
Inside re-entry. That sounds really bad. And then Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is a re-entry as well. And, excitingly, Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition has gone up one place.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, my word.
That's hilarious. And the top comment says, nice to see Skyrim cracking the top 40 still. Think it's time for an anniversary of the Anniversary Edition?
It's so true. Oh. No, someone said that. Okay, cool. Yep. Don't get sucked into the comments leak. Okay, cool. We did it.
Amazing.
That was the charts.
Cool. Man,
it was a warm-up.
Well, those are some interesting charts.
Very interesting charts. See what we missed out on?
We should contribute to make sure Overwatch 2 stays in the number one place to teach Fortnite a lesson.
Yes. This will be interesting, because normally it hovers around like 7 or 8, doesn't it, Overwatch?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if it actually manages to stay up there, or everyone gets bored.
But I think going free to play was a good idea for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what everyone else does, isn't it? But then who's not brought Overwatch? Oh, you haven't brought Overwatch, did you?
No, I haven't. I was so close multiple times to buying Overwatch. But now it's gone free to play. I'm looking at it going, I could spend a bit of money on the Battle Pass.
Yeah, I bought it. But you couldn't buy it cheap. It was always only $30. So I bought it for Ruby because she played it a lot.
Nice.
Even though she says she used my character, so I don't believe she did. I did all that by myself. Yep. She was not happy when I give her an ID and went, "Oh, there you go. There's your account."
To start from scratch.
It's up from scratch. Okay, so this is going to be this news. I think we should do this news on a quick. Like, do we want to talk about this too much, or do we just keep moving on?
Okay.
Because I found the first
quick
story
fire
and it's
round.
September 14th.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a bit far away.
September 14th. It was
Yeah,
last
that's-
month.
Yeah, that's far away. That
Oh,
was practically
yeah.
last year.
Sorry, I thought far away is in the future.
No, far away in the past. It's early here, so that's my excuse.
Oh, I see. Brain. I'm going to do it quickly. So it's ID for Xbox. We didn't talk about this at the time. That's why I dropped it in at the time. It's the full titles for ID and Xbox indie game division.
Oh, yes?
Was on show at Twitch Gaming. We didn't talk about this at the time, though.
No, I don't think we did. Because,
Uh,
yeah, I remember there was a bunch of news, and then they had this ID at Xbox event,
Well,
and
wasn't
it
it
just
after-
completely slipped underneath the radar.
What was it after? It was after one Gamescom, wasn't it? It was just like the weekend or the same week as Gamescom.
Yeah, and everyone just collectively ignored it because there was other stuff coming out.
Yeah, so I want to do it real quick then. So Evil, which is out now, October 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Multiplayer social deduction game where up to 12 friends you can work together against each other to either unmask conspirators hiding in a village or live out your dark side as a selfie murderer. So like Werewolves Within, or the card games
Okay.
and all that sort of thing. I like.
Yep.
That sounds really cool. I saw it yesterday actually. I was going through all the new games of Game Pass. I thought, that looks really cool. I need some friends, but it looks really cool.
It does look really cool.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool looking as well. Born of Bread. A light-hearted adventure centered around exploration and combat system that rethinks turn-based encounter tropes.
Ah, yes.
From Wild Art Studio. Shout out if you want to talk about this more. Then we got Homestead Arcana.
Ah, yeah. I remember we spoke about this for a while, Homestead Arcana, because it looked really cool.
Yeah, you play a flower golem.
Nice.
Go Song of Iron 2, which looks very exciting. Love the look of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is where you're running around side-scrolling Vikings, basically.
Yep.
Looks amazing though, like beautifully designed. I'm sure it's like a one-man band as well, almost.
Yeah, it's a one-man band, and the fact that he got a sequel is fantastic.
Yes, yeah. I nearly picked up the first one, but just don't have time to play it. So maybe this will be the one to pick up.
Such is the curse of all games at the moment.
Yeah. Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. We did talk about this very briefly.
Yeah, we spoke about this a while ago.
Yeah,
We went in depth about Turnip Boy and robbing banks.
We did. He's teaming up with the Pickled Gang to plan and execute the weirdest heist of all time. Shake down hostages, steal precious valuables, battle the fuzz, not the buzz, and then use wacky tools to brought off the dark web to move further into the vaults of the Botanical Bank.
The dark web.
The dark web, yes. Let's Cook Together 2. So this is, what does it say to do? A cooking co-op game, obviously.
Yep, cooking co-op game.
Doesn't really give much information. Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed.
This looks fun.
Looks awesome, doesn't it? Yeah. So this is going to be Game Pass, is it, this Ghostbusters one?
Is it?
ID
That'd be
Xbox. ID Xbox.
ID at Xbox is just
This is just indie
independent
games
developers.
coming
So
to
I don't know whether
Xbox.
I don't know whether it's coming to Game Pass, but if it does, my word, we're all jumping in.
So yesterday when I pre-ordered Gotham Knights,
Ah, yes.
which I'm very excited about. I don't care what you say. I'm very excited about this game. I also saw Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. I was like, is that coming to Game Pass or not? Because I think this could be cool. If it's done well, I think it would be very cool. In a kind of like just fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone's a
I'm
ghost.
super keen for it.
4 people run around trying to shoot the ghost.
Yeah, the ghost being a naughty boy.
And basically the ghost has missions to break stuff. I think that seems to be the what I've read about it anyway. And obviously the 4 guys go after the ghost.
Yeah,
Sounds
it looks very
awesome.
cool. I'm super keen for this.
Yeah. So I nearly pre-ordered it yesterday. Instead of, I was like, would Ghostbusters be better than Batman? Ghostbusters, Batman. So I went Batman.
Ah, yeah. Well, I mean, if Ghostbusters come to Game Pass, then it's easy.
Yes, exactly. You'll just play it. But I don't think it'd be an expensive game. I feel like it would be like a $40 game, $50 game. It wouldn't be like a $120. Doesn't
Yeah,
feel like
it's
that
not
sort
going to
of
be
game.
like $100 game, I don't think.
Yeah. The Amazing Cultivation Simulator. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, never heard of it.
No, this is interesting. I
You
like
can-
the art style.
Yeah, it's kind of Japanese look, isn't it? It's like an anime look to it. It can be
Very
quirky then. You can rise up and swim. You know, Japanese stuff is always a bit quirky. I think it's half the times it's the translation that makes it quirky.
Yep.
You can rise up and search for immortality in this strategy sim management game based in Chinese. Oh, Chinese mythology. Okay. Rebuild your sect and train your new disciples through path of cultivation, research magic, gather up mystical artifacts, face ancient dangers that intersect in your path to spiritual ascension. That's coming out on the 7 game PC Game Pass, actually.
Interesting. Just having a look. It looks kind of like Stardew Valley. That kind of look.
Ah, okay.
So
that could
the
be
cover
cool.
is deceptive.
The cover is deceptive. Okay. Oh, it's a Steam game. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? It's cool lighting, though.
Yeah, very cool arting. But yeah, look at the cover and it looks very interesting. And then you look at the actual game art and it is kind of Stardew Valley-ish.
But Stardew Valley is massive.
Yeah, it is. But people like farms for some reason.
People like management sims, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a whole list of stuff here. City skylines, plazas, and promenades.
Oh, yes.
Promenade. Call of the Wild, the angler. Because, fishing.
Mm-hmm.
What we got here? Metal Hellsinger, which you know about because that came out.
Yep.
Moon Scars. I was looking at Moon Scars. That looks amazing. A really cool looking side scroller. Music was really cool.
Okay.
Run around shooting stuff with a big sword and magic
Oh.
powers. Looked amazing.
yes.
Like a really cool looking side scroller.
Cool. I do like swords and magic.
I know. I got a review code for Spider Heck on PC.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I might jump
What?
into that. I've installed it.
What is Spider Heck?
No idea. Don't know what the heck.
That's great.
It's kind of weird looking. I think it's a side scroller, to be honest.
Spider Heck. It'll be funny if there's no spiders in the game at all.
You're like, what the heck?
What the heck? Yeah, exactly. That's probably what the game's about.
Yeah, it's a weird looking side scroller.
My word, that's just about every single color known to man, and then neonized.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Wow, that's mad looking. Okay, so that could be interesting to jump into.
Yeah, this will
I'll
be great fun.
Jump in
Let us
there.
know how it goes.
Yeah, we'll jump in and do a review on it. Valheim and Walking Dead as well coming to. It's interesting.
Yep.
Come to space. And You Suck at Parking, which is already out.
And everybody loves.
And everyone loves it, yeah. So yeah, that's why I had it in there, because I thought there's some interesting stuff we'd missed out or skipped over or something.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Like you've been going through and removing some stories.
Yeah, some of those we've already covered.
Yeah, cool. New turn off the startup sound on the Xbox.
Oh, yes?
Just silence. That's okay. So update. This actually came out. We haven't done news for so long. This is
I know,
insane.
this is insane.
Okay, this is also 25th of September, so possibly you already know about this, but I update. Okay, this is interesting. My Xbox. This is top tip of the week. My Xbox did not start up when I came home.
Oh,
Press power button, beep beep, and then turn off. After doing it 4 or 5 times, I was like, oh no, my Xbox has died. So I was like, okay, so I turned it upside down because I thought it was funny and turned it on, didn't work. I was like, okay, well, that's a bit sad. Because that's my only other troubleshooting I've done with my Xbox. So then I Googled it, and, 2 people come up Xbox One issues, because when it beeps once and turns off again, Xbox One had that issue as well.
yep.
And then I was digging around, and then I was putting Series X, but it wasn't coming up. And then I found one for Series S. So, if your Xbox does not decide to turn on one time, press the bind button for 10 seconds, and then press the power button.
Okay.
And then it goes into update mode, and runs an update.
Oh, I see.
And that's what fixed it in the end.
Interesting. And you kept all your save games and everything?
It's fine. Yeah. So there's 2. The one I read was that it resets your machine, and I was like, well, that's fine because everything's on disk, so just
Yep.
it must be fine. But this one didn't. It just did an update, and it ran for. It didn't take 8. It was like a 4 gig update it ran. So I wonder if it started updating while I was away, and
Yep.
wasn't turned on or something, so it doesn't quite complete the update properly.
Yeah, so it went into sleep mode, started an update, and then because you didn't turn it on for a whole week, it went into deep sleep,
Yes, that broke it.
and that broke it.
So hold the bind button for 10 seconds. Actually, one person was like, press the eject button lots and lots of times. I was like, okay, so that didn't do anything. But no, the bind button for 10 seconds and power.
Hit the
what's-
eject button a lot of times, and all the bad bits come out the Xbox.
That's what I wondered. Yeah, I was hoping nothing came out though.
all the bad code.
What was annoying though, because I've been messing around for so long, I pressed the bind button and power it on, nothing happened. And then I looked at my TV and the TV had turned itself off. I was like, oh, okay. So I turned the TV on, it was doing things. I was like, oh, God, thank God for that. Because I was like, oh, I didn't do anything. Oh, wait a minute, TV's turned off.
That's funny.
So that was a bit of a worry because I was like, oh, I don't know now. I have to send it home, I guess. I was thinking, do I buy a
Yeah.
Series S and just send it back or something? And just get it fixed. What do I
Oh,
do?
yeah, just buy a Series S until you get your X back, and then you can return it.
Pretty much. That's where I was at. I thought, because I can probably walk into Nolly's and pick up an S just like that.
Yeah, just super easy.
I might have kept the S and put it on my rig here, though, actually.
Oh yeah, that
For
would have been good.
streaming. Yeah.
Would have been a nice little streaming machine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can still do that. Your whole Saturday is ahead of you.
That's right, yes. Who needs money? It's all fine. So that's a
Especially
fix.
after an international trip.
Yeah, I know, exactly, yes. Actually, I did quite well. Because you were awesome and let me stay at your place, it was actually quite a decent trip.
Yeah.
It didn't
as
cost
soon
me
as
any
you
more
take out
money than
accommodation, Yeah.
Yeah, the money, I didn't spend more money than my normal wage. I just didn't spend my wages. I just spent my wages for the week.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't actually spend any money out of savings. So it was kind of amazing somehow.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked. I was a bit concerned, but...
It helps when you have an American buying you drinks the whole time.
Oh, yeah, he was hilarious. No, I did buy at least one round for $100.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus, because it was $100 in Aussie money as well. It wasn't even like $100 in Kiwi money. That was that really cool place we hung out with all afternoon. That was a good spot, but
Yeah, that was a great spot.
that's why it was expensive, because it's on the street.
Indeed.
Okay, so there was an update. But doesn't actually, it says it fixes Xbox accessory apps and closing unexpectedly. Have you got a search button on my Xbox update is also, I've got now search option on the top of my screen.
Oh, because you're an insider. So you've got the new dashboard in inverted commas,
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a new search button at the top you can go to.
which is strange because you just hit Y on the controller and you search on the home.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that.
You didn't know?
No. But also, next to that, there's a settings icon as well.
Yeah, which
So I
is
can
strange.
Get to settings immediately now.
I mean, how often are you jumping into settings, to be honest?
Oh, no. Don't jump into settings ever.
I mean, you jump into settings once when you get the box,
Yeah.
and that's it. So I don't understand why you need a settings icon on your dashboard.
No.
It
It's
seems-
Microsoft, though, isn't it? We need 8 ways of getting around places.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yes.
But I do like what they've done with the library view.
Oh,
When
yeah,
you go
along
to
the top.
library and
You've got the
it's
tabs
split out
along the
into-
top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the tabs on the top. It's
'Cause
split out
now,
into like My Games.
It's actually
Game
really
Pass.
easy now to go to the Xbox Live Games. Because
Yeah,
you
it
just go
is.
along the top and find out what games have been released this week. And that's just way easier than it used to be, which was go
Yeah.
to My Apps, go across, go down. There was all this messing around. Now you just go straight to it.
Yeah, I would just wait for the Games with Gold advert to pop up on the dashboard and click on that to redeem games because otherwise it's just too hard to try to figure out where you need to go to redeem these games.
Yes. And have a look at the sales and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I just wait for the adverts to pop up on the dash and then you can, there's a sale. Let's have a look.
So I don't really see my dash that often, though. It's quite weird.
Interesting.
Okay, so next story.
Cool.
Logitech, G Cloud handheld gaming device for Xbox Cloud Gaming and Remote Play. I'm really interested in this one. In a kind of, I don't want to buy this. I don't want a full PC because of the cost, the extra cost of buying the Steam device. I feel like it's too much. It's overkill. The Switch can't play any Xbox Game Pass games, so it's kind of pointless. Whereas this one will do all of it except Switch. To me, that's good.
Yes. That's very
Yes.
cool.
It's very cool. Although I read a tweet that someone put out said, "Do not get this this game cloud thing. There's something comes out in 2 weeks that would be better."
Ooh.
That's what I saw a tweet float pass.
Oh,
I was like,
interesting.
he wouldn't give any information. I read this. He was like, no more information other than that. And I was like, who was it? I can't remember now, but it was kind of well known Xbox person
yeah.
said something. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. But this looks cool. So, and they've already reduced the price on it as well, which makes me think that something is coming out because they must be freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's equipped to do Xbox Cloud Gaming and Xbox Remote Play as well, which is good. It's a 7-inch touchscreen, 1080p, built-in thumbstick and button control setup, like the Xbox controller. 3.5mm jack for your headphones. No Bluetooth, which is fine.
Yep.
12-hour batteries, which it will be because it's just doing, not doing much.
Mm-hmm.
It can run standard Android apps, and has access to the gameplay store. So basically, it's an Android phone.
Yeah, it's basically an Android phone with a controller.
With a controller, yeah. $200 US.
Hey, that's not too bad.
It's not, is it? Oh, sorry, $299. Sorry, $299 US. But I already saw it reduced somewhere. I can't remember where I saw it. The price was reduced. I was like, okay. Because if they were this down to $200, you'd be like, oh, well, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Like if you get a really good deal on it.
Yeah, like you give this to a kid, and you don't need to buy them an Xbox.
No.
Here we go. Here's your handheld. Here's does it have 5G or Wi-Fi in it? It's got Wi-Fi, but if it had 5G, there we go. You can take it anywhere you want.
It'd be interesting to see if they added an HDMI port to it.
Yeah.
I don't think there is one, but if they did something like that, then
That'll be pretty cool.
yeah, I think so. I think it's quite cool. But
people
something
spend
else is
hours
coming
on
out
their
as well.
Switches, so
Sorry?
people spend hours playing Switch in handheld mode.
Yes.
So it's not that far-fetched to think of Xbox games in handheld mode.
No. And a lot of the games coming out now are actually being designed for it as well, aren't they? They're getting tweaks.
It's very cool.
Keeping on the theme of handhelds, well, this one's way more expensive. It's a 1X players. It's a AMD powered handheld.
So this is more like a computer in your hand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this goes against the Steam Deck basically, whereas the other one goes against your phone.
Yeah.
See, I like the idea of not using my phone as well, because obviously you don't want to kill your phone playing games, like battery wise and stuff like that.
Definitely. And especially using your phone for playing games, someone texts you and you get the notification, or someone gives you a call, and halfway through the game your whole phone locks up because someone's calling you.
Yeah. And it's an online game and stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, I would like to answer my phone, but I would have to move my hands off the controls. And
I'm trying to kill people.
Yep. What are you doing?
So it's up for pre-order. It's a 7-inch device, the same thing. They seem to have a really good... This guy's here, 1X Player, have a good reputation for machines as well. Because they did the Netbook 1X Player Mini, which is a great name.
Oh, yeah.
Quite catchy. So here we go. Trying to find some information. 200% frame rate increase over previous units. It's a 1920 by 1200 screen. Set to cost $1,200 basically US. Yeah,
That's,
so it's way more expensive. But it's not that's Switch price, though, isn't it? That's Steam Deck price. Sorry.
Yeah, it is. I like the look of it. It's got some cool styling.
Yes. Yeah. It does look good. And I imagine it's going to have a higher quality screen and stuff like that than the Logitech one.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do, if you pre-order it, you get 23% off, and there's a $50 deposit as first as well. So for $900 US.
Yeah. Which kind of makes it
it's quite
okay.
good because you get $900 US, but you get bonus if you pre-order bonus docking and protection bag to go with it as well. So it does then turn into a Switch basically.
Yeah, interesting. It looks quite cool. I quite like its styling compared to the Steam Deck styling.
Yes, yeah. It feels more like a controller, like an old school controller almost. Like it's sort of smoother on the edges and.
Definitely. Whereas the Steam Deck kind of feels a bit hacky when you look at it, in terms of like the controller around the screen.
I just think it's too expensive, the Steam Deck, for what it is.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there.
Oh, there's a tweet here which someone's picked up. Did you do this? Tom Henderson has a cool little scoop. He says, a little scoop here. Disney wants a new Star Wars game every 6 months.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Is it going to kill it, though? Is it just going to water down the IP?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I mean, where Disney has expanded into the Star Wars universe, when they leave the Skywalkers alone, you get some really cool stuff like the Mandalorian, you know. And with a game like, if they want a new game every 6 months, if they can do like the Bounty Hunter game that we were supposed to get, if they could do
Oh, the level,
games,
whatever it was.
yeah, level 13 or something.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
If they can do games in the Star Wars universe that's not centered around the Skywalkers and Darth Vader, I think you could end up with some really cool games.
Yeah, so it's a TikTok sort of style. So you do one major AAA, one smaller game per fiscal year.
Yep.
So the iPhone model.
Yeah. And interesting, every 6 months, are they going to have different studios working on the different games, or is it one studio? Or...
So who does Disney? Oh, so Disney has an EA account, an EA contract with, I guess, contract.
Yeah, that would. So
Who
then they'll
else
just
do they
go
have,
to
I
EA
wonder?
and say, make us games.
So here's every Star Wars game in development here. There's one called Amy Hennig's maybe Amy Hennig's game. You read that word. What is that word? That's not a word.
No, I have Amy's game.
Amy's game from Skydance Media. So this gives us an idea who they actually have. Uncharted FPS, which is Respawn, which is EA.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Open world game for Ubisoft, massive. Oh god. So AC Star Wars.
Yes.
Uh,
Assassin's Creed Star Wars.
Star Wars Eclipse, Quantic Dream.
The
Knights
This is going to look amazing.
Knights of the Old Republic remake, PCS, a PS only. Jedi Survivor, Fallen Order sequel. That's awesome. Respawn as well.
That's going to be amazing.
That's going to be amazing. Yeah. Star Wars Hunters, Zynga. So it's a mobile game.
It's a Candy Crush Star Wars theme.
Candy Crush Camp Star Wars. Oh my god. Untitled strategy game from Respawn as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That could
interesting.
be pretty cool.
Yeah. These 8 are the only titles that have been announced, with sources suggesting there are several more in the pre-development.
Well, I mean, Disney did spend a lot of money on Star Wars. It's time to now squeeze the juice out of
You
it.
don't think made their money back on the movie straight away there?
I think
It wasn't that much. It was only like 4 billion. It wasn't actually much money in
It
kind
wasn't
of
a lot of money, yeah.
world of money now.
I don't know. I think the last movie did a lot of damage to the brand, and so Disney's trying hard to make sure that they can get that customer confidence back.
Do you think they care? 4 billion. Look at me remembering stuff. Do you think they care though?
I think they do, because Disney likes money, and
I know, but people
If-
went anyway. People watched it anyway.
yeah, I know. But the thing is, people watched it and then immediately fell off the Star Wars bandwagon in a big way, and so now Disney's probably going, well, we invested 4 billion, we got 8 billion back in profit. We need to make at least 16 billion to put it against the
Every
books or whatever.
single year. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for some of the games, but I'm also a bit dubious. A new Star Wars game every 6 months? People are going to get Star Wars fatigue, I think.
Yeah. Oh, big time. But it's already happening, isn't it?
Yeah. The best thing about Star Wars was that it was limited.
Exactly. Yes. Not much was
So-
coming out. Well, there's always a mystery, and the books are really good as well. Like they've killed all the canon, haven't they, as well, which doesn't help.
Yeah. The extended universe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting because Star Wars was so limited and very little was coming out. You had to go to then books and other media, and that kind of drove the hype a lot more, I think.
It was also very good as well, though. Like all the Rogue
Yeah.
Squadron books are really good. And a lot of the what's his name? Tark. Was it General Tark? What was his name? One of the generals was really good that they kind of made in the books.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And Mandalorian's quite good actually. Not Mandalorian. No, what's the other one called? Andor is actually pretty good.
Okay.
It's really
You're enjoying
interesting. It's
Andor?
really well done. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think the actor's really good as well. Like he's a really
yeah.
convincing actor.
That's Simone's boy.
Yeah, he's good. I like him. But Rogue One's an amazing movie. Like it's one of the best movies. Even
Yeah,
Star
Rogue One
Wars
is-
and not Star Wars, it's still a very good movie
Yeah.
because all
And
the
that's-
characters
that's-
are really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they need to do with these Star Wars games is it's set in the Star Wars universe with new characters, new settings that gives you either more depth to the universe,
Well, look
some
at
cool
Fallen
backstory
Order.
or something.
So Fallen Order, they dropped in the same prison or area as the end of Fallen Order is actually the same area that was in the TV program for Kenobi.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
see-
It's such a good crossover. It was great.
Things like that, I think, will keep Star Wars alive and exciting.
Yeah.
But if we're just going to follow the Skywalkers again and again and again and again, I think we're going to get very bored.
Oh yes, yeah. But there is a massive 20-year gap from, or however old Luke was from when he was born to, there's a big 16 years or whatever age it was. I didn't know how old Luke was when he got picked up as a whiny kid.
Wasn't he supposed to be 19?
Was he 19? Okay.
Well, I mean, in theory, Tatooine has two sons, so he was probably 12, but in two sons' age 24.
Oh, right. Okay. Nice.
Just double the age.
Oh, you're playing music in the background now.
Oh, my phone decided to start messaging people.
Oh, mine did that when I said something just now. Actually, weirdly.
Oh,
Can I help you?
it's listening to us.
Okay. Next story.
Next story.
This, I said the same thing. Lightfall, Neptune, could be Destiny 2's take on Cyberpunk 2077. Night City. Did you remember seeing the Lightfall trailer for this?
I have not. I've fallen off Destiny 2 in a big way.
Oh, no, so, I haven't played it for ages, but... So what happened is, everyone ran away to Neptunian city called Neomuna. Neo, brilliant. Because it's basically cyberpunk, so it's all neo lines. A secret location since the collapse, which alternate humans have been hiding. Neomuna. It's a stupid word, isn't it? Neomuna. You make it easy to say. It's
New
a giant
moon.
Neomuna. It's a giant metropolis that is pristine and newer than previous sites. Players within Neomuna, Neo, I'm going to call it because I cannot be able to say that anymore, will meet the Cloud Striders, warriors considered to be the opposite of Guardians, who voluntarily choose to defend Neptune. While not much else is revealed about Neptune's capital city, its neon and cyberpunk aesthetics bring to mind Night City from Cyberpunk 2020. And I said that immediately when I watched it. I was like, this is cyberpunk. This is amazing looking. It's almost. I'm almost tempted to go back, because running around in Destiny in a cyberpunk world would be awesome. Because the gunplay is really good, so it would be pretty cool to run around.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I wish I could find. Maybe I should try and find the video, because you've not seen it, which I find funny.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the video. So in the video, it shows up a bit of the city.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, I watched it and went, "Oh, this looks like cyberpunk."
Cool.
All right, I'll just do this properly so I can actually do it properly.
It will be quite interesting to see Destiny's take, because the Destiny engine is very pretty looking. But I
Got it on
don't think
screen now.
I don't think the Destiny engine works well with lights and neon like Cyberpunk does, The Destiny engine's...
I don't know. I think you can. There's some good lighting. Look at all the snow effects and the dark effects and running around effects and all that is.
Look at all the effects.
All the effects affecting stuff.
It looks, I must say, it looks quite cool. The armor is very kind of cyberpunky, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yes.
Looking at the armor reminds me of the Ascent more than Cyberpunk. That kind
Here we
of
go. Let's do it again.
crazy
Actual-
cyberpunk genre to the max.
Yeah. I just thought oh, it's cyberpunk.
It looks very cool, I must say. But yeah, everything is super neon.
Yep.
Do you think they've looked at Fortnite, because Fortnite's so colorful, and they've gone, we should make things more colorful?
Yeah, well, maybe it's just a change of direction, because everything's kind of like there's snow and there's Mars. I guess.
There's the moon, and there's Mars, which was very red.
Yeah. Obviously the tower, which is kind of depending on what sort of mood they're in, there's different colours.
Yeah. Just adding all sorts of nonsense to it.
Yeah. And that's kind of it, isn't it, really? Snow. And snow as well, because you go outside. And
The
Cosmodrome.
snow is very good, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at this, and man, it is colorful.
Isn't
There's
it?
a lot of magenta,
Yeah.
lots of purples and pinks.
Yeah, I watched this one. This looks awesome. It makes me want to go back to Destiny playing, if I can play in this world.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what you have to do to unlock it. And hopefully it's not just one map, but there's like a new tower or something.
Yeah, well, oh yeah, I suppose, because you're travelling around, aren't you?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it just looks incredible.
it looks cool.
I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
I'm a bit worried. Looking at this, if I reinstall Destiny, I might just not play anything else ever again.
We do have until next February though, so it's okay.
Okay, good. I'll not install Destiny just yet.
Just wait a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was excited. When I saw this, I was like, might go back again. And then
Yeah,
it was next
that's
year. I was
very
like,
cool.
fine, that would give me a chance to consider it, think about it. I miss Destiny. Destiny's an awesome game to run around. I just got bored of it.
It
that was
is.
the problem.
We spent years of our lives in
Oh,
Destiny.
so many hours. So
Yeah.
many hours. Okay, cool. This is going to take ages. We've already done. Oh my god. Wow.
Maybe do like a quick fire round and see what quick stories we can just.
Okay, Games for Gold. Remember our
yeah.
conversation we had with the Hog guys?
Yep.
When we're all saying there's going to be 4 games and 3 games and 2 games is actually the answer to the question.
They just. Oh, look! You get 2 free games.
2 free
Aren't we
games.
kind?
Yay! Windbound and Bomber Crew Deluxe Edition are the 2 games.
Windbound, I'm excited for.
Yeah, I installed it actually. Washed up on an uncharted island, you can use will and skill to survive.
Oh, will and skill.
Yeah, will and skill, 2 guys, it's really helpful. Play a Kara, shipwrecked on a forbidden island with nothing but what you can build or find. Craft weapons, tools to survive. There's actually, I saw the achievement, one of the achievements at the top was complete the game just using ranged items, ranged weapons, sorry. So basically creating a bow and arrow. Spend time building a new boat where you can use immersive tactile sailing experience to reach the other islands, explore the hidden history of each island, unlock the mysteries. Yeah, okay. So what's running around? Bomber Crew Deluxe. What are you doing in this game? Don't actually know what you do in this game. It looks like you just shoot stuff.
Bomber Crew. Wasn't Bomber Crew like Bomberman, where you'd go and plant bombs and try and blow up your friends?
That's Bomberman. No, this is different. It's a strategic flying and bombing game.
Oh yeah, set in World War II.
No idea. Actually,
Yeah.
might open. There's a video at the top, is there? No, there's no video. Well, that's weird.
Right.
When there's a video.
If you have a look, the next line down, it says World War II.
I want actual stuff though. Oh, there's a plane.
You want actual stuff. Hold on, guys. Lee's getting actual stuff
What
going.
is going on with this game? Yeah, extra stuff. Oh right, okay.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like you're literally in a plane flying around bombing things.
Yeah, it does. It looks like the mobile version of...
Exactly.
What's
Yes.
that game? Looks very mobile friendly, doesn't it?
Okay, cool. So that was quick. Quick resume. This is good. Xbox Quick Resume is getting a function change thingy. You can now
Yes.
you can turn it off basically for games, which is really
Oh.
handy because some games, like all online games, do not like Quick Resume.
Yes.
They get
Like-
really confused.
Halo Infinite, if you're trying to just play in the multiplayer, it takes longer to try reconnect to multiplayer from Quick Resume than it does just restarting the game from scratch.
Yes, and that's exactly literally the what do you call it? The example they use.
That's amazing.
It is. It says here like like the multiplayer of Halo Infinite.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. There you go. That's quick story. How to clean your Xbox Series X. I need to talk about this.
Okay, no, this needs to be the story
This
of
is
the week.
this is the one that Simone ridiculed me about dropping in,
Yep.
which is
But
fine.
no, this is story of the week. This
Yeah,
is
this
story
is-
of the year, actually.
Oh wow, this is also broken. Maybe they pulled it because I can't bring up the page. Oh, here we go. Just really slow. Come on, Games Weird. I'll spend some money on servers. Stop doing an Overwatch 2. If summer has gone, it is now time to settle down from indoors until spring comes around again. Before you wrap up under a blanket and a hot drink, it's worth taking time to clean your Xbox Series X. I was like, well, this is really cool. This could be really handy. So they say basic update. Disconnect it from the power. Actually, that's wrong. You need to shut it down because disconnect from the power puts it in sleep mode.
Yep.
Immediately, I was like, interesting. Put it on the hard side. Yeah, okay. Gently clean externally with a soft, lint-free cloth. So basically, give it a wipe. Yep. Does nothing though. That I don't think really.
Yeah.
And then disinfect your Xbox using some sort of IPA solution.
Why
Every
would you
3
need to
to 6 months.
disinfect your Xbox? Are you
Because you
licking
keep
your
licking
Xbox?
it. Exactly.
Yes. Just,
Exactly.
you play games on the Xbox, guys. You do not lick it.
Do not
it's
lick
not
your
very
Xbox.
tasty.
It's wrong. And do it every 3 to 6 months. How often have you cleaned your Xbox since you've had it?
I've cleaned it once, and it's Because when we moved over, the customs guys opened the box and took it out to have a look, obviously to make sure that it wasn't, a bomb or smuggling drugs.
Yep.
And put
Or
their
food.
fingerprints all over it. So it's got these fantastic oily smudges on it now that I just can't get rid of.
That's awesome.
So I tried to give it a clean.
You should
and that did
use.
nothing.
You should disinfect it with some isopropylene alcohol solution.
See, I should use that instead of just licking it.
Yes, don't lick it.
See, no wonder the smudge marks aren't coming off.
This is really helpful now. This is turning into top tip. Although I think my
There we go.
press bind and on at the same time is top tip of the week. This is just extra.
This is the bonus top tip.
This is bonus top tip. Yes. It does say you can use a small amount of mild soap and water to clean it as well.
Oh yeah, so don't put in the dishwasher. If you want to.
Just make sure you dry it out properly at the end. Put it in the tumble dryer afterwards. Be fine.
Oh yeah. Ka-donk, ka-donk, ka-donk.
How to remove Xbox Series X? See, I think this is wrong also. So I'm going to tell you this how to do this, what they say, and then tell you what you should do. They say use a power vacuum cleaner or compressed air. Do not use a vacuum cleaner on your Xbox. Ever.
Yeah, do not.
Ever. On any electrical equipment, do not use vacuum cleaners.
Yes.
This is bad.
Do you want to tell people why not to use a vacuum cleaner?
Actually, I don't know. Is it a static issue?
There's two things. So with it drawing and sucking in air, it sucks in. It creates like moisture. So lots of moisture in vacuum cleaners because it's sucking in the air. So if you feel the vacuum cleaner, the air that it sucks in is always colder than the air around, and that's because it's drawing in so much air. It's attracting moisture to itself. So if you vacuum anything electronic, you're basically saying moisture come here to the opening of the vacuum cleaner.
Yes, and then
then
settle
also-
inside the electrical equipment that you're cleaning.
Yeah. And then, the static basically, because the air is being sucked in at such a high rate, causes extra static.
Yeah.
So
That was what I
not-
always knew was a static. I didn't realise moisture. Wow.
Yeah, so, I mean, the two things that electronics love, moisture and static together.
Yeah.
You know?
Compressed air is the way to go. And buy one of the cans, the clean air cans. That's what you use.
Yeah, those are great.
Always use those. Nothing
Yes.
else.
The rule is if you're cleaning electronics, always push air, never suck air.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. This is the next one, which scares me a lot. If people are actually putting this out,
Right. If
So-
we're going to talk about this, do you want to just put a little asterisk over here
please
to say,
don't do this.
Please don't do this. If you
Please.
do this, you can't blame us.
Oh, just don't do this. Do not do this, and do not do this.
Don't try this at home.
Do not try this home. It says send to Microsoft to clean it. I'm like, do that, fine, because that actually makes sense.
Yep.
But don't. Just because actually Microsoft have official guidance for doing this as well. I think is that just external though. Oh wait a minute, Games Radar is trying to sell me stuff. An official guidance recommends you only give your Microsoft recommends you only give your Xbox an external clean.
Yep.
Even Microsoft says do that.
Just give it a gentle rub down.
I'm actually going to tell you nothing except it says here peel back the large sticker. That's what it says at the beginning.
I think go through it because this is a funny.
Oh my god.
This is funny.
Okay, thankfully, it says here, getting inside your Xbox Series X isn't too tough. Before you start, you need a T8 screwdriver. I haven't got a T8 screwdriver. You got a T8 screwdriver?
I think I might do.
Oh, okay. Can I borrow it?
Yeah, sure. I'll ship it over.
Thanks. There's a special electronic screwdriver with 6 pointed star tip. Okay. Make sure your Xbox is turned off and disconnected from the power before you begin. Peel back the large sticker from the back of the console to reveal one of the screws. The small black oval sticker over by the HDMI port to reveal the other. Okay. Use your T8 to remove the screws and remember to put them somewhere safe. Once these are off, you can lift away the back plate of the console. Oh my god. Now carefully using compressed air to remove the dirt and dust build-up. The fan is right at the top of the console near the... Blah. Once you're clean, reattach the black plate until you hear it click. Then put the two screws back in. It doesn't say put the labels back on there, does it?
I don't think you can. I think they peel one way.
Yeah, I think so
And
too.
so-
Do they
if
not
you're
say on it, if you remove these, your warranty is expired as well? That's what they sometimes say.
Yeah, I think
on these.
that's why they only go one way. So if you do send your Xbox back to Microsoft after it breaks, because you've opened it up and touched something you shouldn't have, they can look and go, oh, the stickers are peeled off.
You've been messing with it.
We'll sell you this new Xbox with stickers attached.
If your Xbox is overheating, shuts down even though it looks clean, plenty of it, you can actually get it clean or get device service directly from the Xbox and they'll sort it out for you. If you're not confident in taking apart your console yourself to fully clean, and who can you blame you? This might be the option for you. Please do that. Please send it back to your Xbox. But actually, compressed air will do the job anyway. You don't need to take it apart. If you put compressed air in the vents, that's where the dust will hang out, because that's what happens with dust. It sits where.
Yeah, it sits where the vents are.
Sits where the vents are. Yeah.
What I would like from Microsoft is a service where they come to your house and they give you a spare Xbox, like, you know, when you get those cars, when you get your car in for a service.
A loaner, yep.
A loan Xbox. They plug it in, they take away your Xbox, they give it a good clean at the factory or whatever, and then 2 days later come back, here's your Xbox all nice and cleaned and factory reset or whatever. So update it to the latest, like a console service, and then they take their loaner back, put your Xbox down, it's all nice and neat.
See, added bonus, they set your TV up for you as well, so your TV looks cool.
Oh, that would be a great service. They come, they plug it in, and they set up your TV.
They have all the the things you put in your TV for the lights and stuff like that, and set it up properly. I'd love to get that done. Idea. I used to listen to this podcast. What was it called? This Week in Theatre, in House Theatre Hardware Weekly. Something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
The name just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
It's on the Twit network anyway. And they always talk about that setting up TVs. And they say for normal people it's not actually worth it, but if you are going to have a home theatre system and actually do it properly, it's worth paying the money to get someone in. They come in, they set it up for you, they give you all the settings, they make sure everything's right. I'm like, that would be amazing.
I found this picture on Reddit where some guy has gone through every single setting for the LG C range, like CX and C1s and that, and basically says, here's a column if you're playing Xbox Series X games, here's a column if you're watching Dolby Vision movies. And, you know, he just goes through and here's all the settings. I'll send it to you because this is a beast of an image.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'll drop it in the Discord, actually. It's quite amazing to just have a look at it and just see all the secret settings that they put in behind.
Yeah, and that's what the guy gets into. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But basically, he's like, only turn this off if you're diagnosing it. If you turn it on, it does reduce the lifespan of your panel. But he goes through the whole bunch of settings. It's amazing. I'm looking at it going, I can't be bothered. I'm sitting down in front of my TV. I'm going to play games. I'm not going to configure it for hours.
But sometimes it's nice to sit there, put some music on, put a podcast on, put Hog on in the background, and then just go through the settings, because you can do it as long as you can save it as a custom setting and just flip between the two. It's because I know I at least do when I go watch movies. I put it into theatre mode, and when I put Xbox gaming, I put game mode. Yeah. I do manage to change all the settings for that anyway.
Ah, yes.
So
what sound mode do you keep your TV on?
It's weird because it's HDMI-C, whatever it's called, so it kind of does it by whatever you're playing it through.
Okay.
But so basically it's in Dolby Atmos the whole time, because that's what my Xbox does, and
nice.
All the movies I've been watching recently have been 4K on Blu-ray 4Ks. So they just go into, what do they call it? HDR Plus, what was it called? HDR something?
Yep. Cool.
Yeah. It just does stuff. Things happen.
Things happen. It just works.
It just works.
Brilliant.
And Shadow Reckons we use mine as a close. Isn't that what everyone does? Puts your beer, because it keeps your beer cold. Because it blasts cold air onto your beer, keeps it cold.
Oh no, it's hot air going up the top. So you kind of you put your hot drink at the top.
You got your cup of tea there. Nice.
Yes.
Multiverse. Possible leaks Mark Hamill as the Joker.
Hey, this is pretty cool.
This is very cool, yeah. So what someone's done is messing around. They found voice lines. I'll say messing around. Someone's probably hacked the game, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they found some audio Joker lines posted. They sound very similar to Mark Hamill's portrayal of character from Batman the Animated Series. He says, points to the blue bozos, and there's a point for the red rejects.
Oh.
Yeah, which is a tag team. That's the colour of the two different teams.
Interesting, okay.
So Data Mine revealed some potential characters that come into Multiverse. Samurai Jack.
Oh, Samurai Jack's going to be great. Oh my word. I'm so excited for it.
Come and jump in the game, bro. Come in, it's fun. It's so much fun. Just jump in for 20 minutes. You'll go, oh yeah, I see. This could be the next Rocket League. It's that much fun.
Okay. Yep.
Ben 10, Joker, and LeBron James. And then he officially joins the game. He officially joined the game back in July. So,
that's great.
Yeah, it's cool, and they're going to keep going. Loads and loads of people in this game. They've got so much IP to bring out, haven't they?
Yeah, they can just put in anyone, and I mean the fact that they put in Scooby Doo,
Scooby-Doo as a starter.
hilarious.
Shaggy's the man.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. It's great, yeah, and it's going well. Like, it's still, reasonable played.
Yeah, and lots of people are excited about it still. So
Yeah,
it looks like it's got a good, bright future ahead of it, which is what I was
Yes.
worried about when it launched,
I know. Yeah.
going up against Smash Brothers and all the rest.
I might save this one. I've got the 7 best Xbox capture cards. It's a bit of an in-depth thing. We might just ignore that one, and we'll do that next week.
Ah, yeah, sounds good.
Rip
That's a bit of a
Overwatch.
tease to make sure people tune in next
There you
week.
go. Yeah, that's actually quite interesting because I didn't know. Because I'm kind of curious about getting an external one,
Ah, yes.
just so I don't have to. I can sit in front of a big TV and have 4K playing and not get restricted by it going through a card and messing with this audio too much in the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't care about the sale. Rip Overwatch. Yep.
Yep, just a quick one. Overwatch 1 has been replaced with
It's been
Overwatch
gone,
2.
which I think everyone knows by now. PlayStation bosses met with EU regulators that argue Xbox Activision deal report. So there's actually a whole bunch. We need to talk about this.
Okay.
No, because there was a whole bunch of stuff come out. Where has it come? Oh, gloves. Oh, here we go. This is the one that's brilliant. Microsoft take the gloves off as battles. Sony vision for Activision. There's so much good stuff coming out now about this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the one where Microsoft are a bit bored of Sony now.
Okay.
Like, you are taking the mickey, basically. Okay, so Microsoft takes the gloves off as it battles Sony for its Activision acquisition. It's a very good title, actually. So they're not happy, which makes sense. CMA published a 76-page report on its findings.
Jeez.
Wow, that's the English or the UK, I don't know, don't like Microsoft company department.
Yep.
They started phase 2.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so that was why it all kicked off a bit more. So they're saying that they are exaggerating the importance of Call of Duty. Sony complaints about the appropriate level of critical review. So they're not saying it's been critically reviewed enough. There's some good numbers in here, though. Let me just go down to it, because... oh, come on. So, okay, it says here, Xbox is the last place in console, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
It's 7th place in PC. And it was Microsoft Gaming, I guess.
Man.
Xbox sales aren't half of PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
There's one really good one, which I can't find now. And it's the amount of exclusives that PlayStation have compared to Xbox.
Interesting.
Where is it gone? Oh, this is really annoying. It was like 280 exclusives or something.
Jeez, that's insane.
Yeah, it's not even close. Maybe it was in this article. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll just find this.
Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, it's interesting to see. Did you see the tweet thread this morning from the CMA?
Oh, the one that you brought out. Yeah, that was really cool.
So it's super interesting. It sounds, everything they're talking about sounds like they're defending Sony.
Yeah, because they talk, and they also reference Sony a lot as well.
Yeah. So I wonder how much Sony's slipped under the table to their, re-election causes or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's been interesting.
So the company states that PlayStation released 280 exclusive first and third party titles during 2021, which is nearly 5 times as many as Xbox.
Man, it's insane.
Yes. Talking about even Final Fantasy games. Never get the Final Fantasy games. New Star Wars games coming to PlayStation only.
Yep.
They talk about how they're paying. They also obviously pick up what we talked about previously, was how they're paying. Sony are paying companies to not go on Game Pass.
Yep. There's a lot of info coming out, but man, the CMA definitely sound like they're going to bat for Sony.
Oh, they are batting for Sony. Like, there's no argument. They're not going to. They
such-
are actually already doing it. I like this
That's
though.
amazing.
This made me chuckle. Microsoft have actually made a website.
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing. The benefits, yeah, it's just awesome. Everyone should look at it. It's under Activision Blizzard acquisitions website. The benefits for the players: more devices, including Xbox, PlayStation, phone, and online. Choice how and where to buy games. 95% of gamers play on phones. So I thought it was an interesting stat, actually. I didn't realize it was that high. But it makes sense because everyone plays on phone, don't they?
Yeah. Everyone plays something on their phone, even if they're just waiting for the train, you know?
Exactly. So you got gameplay. You can play COD on your phone.
Yeah, why not?
The benefits of the game. Oh, there was another article I picked up. How much money? Oh, we should talk about that in a second. How much money Game Pass made last year? Better revenue, fair marketplace rules, which is good because they always give money to developers to make games and bring them onto Game Pass. Greater competition for traditional gaming, where Sony and Nintendo remain the biggest, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
And then Satya has a bit of a talk. There's so much information here. I love it.
Yep, there's a lot. And at the end of the day, it's an American company buying an American company. Why does the UK need to get involved, you know?
Yep.
I don't understand. And what happens, like my question around this is, what happens if everyone else, like New Zealand, Australia, the EU, America, they all go, yep, no, this acquisition is fine, but the UK says no.
And they all have to say yes, don't they?
Well, what happens if the UK says no? Then what?
Well, it doesn't happen.
But why? Everyone else says
Microsoft
yes.
need to give UK more money.
Or they could just be like, okay, well, then there's no Xbox for you, UK. And we're going to take our Activision Blizzard games with us.
Take it and we're going to... Yeah.
Because really, what if they're the only ones to say no, what's the outcome there?
Maybe war.
Do you think like Joe Biden will give
just invade.
what's her name a call and be like, listen here,
It'll just invade.
We need to settle this. But yeah, that's my question. Was going, it's if everyone says yes, like Brazil's already said yes.
New Zealand said yes.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, I think it was, said yes.
Korea, I think, said yes. South Korea or something.
Yeah.
So everyone else is going yep, and the UK is just being different. They're going no. We're going to just say no. So it makes me wonder if they're the only ones to say no. Why can't they just go ahead and do it anyway? It's private companies buying private companies.
Yes.
So
I know. But the problem with the UK is, or Europe, in fact, is that they protect the consumers, whereas in the US they protect the companies. So that's capitalism versus, I don't know what it is, democracy, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with the places. And
But
that's why they're
UK
more of a
one-
pain in the ass when they come to do stuff.
Oh yeah, but the UK one sounds very much like they're defending a company in particular.
Yeah, for the people though. I don't know. It's just money, isn't it? That's just PlayStation basically going, oh no, if this happens, we're dead. We're done.
Well,
I think that's actually no, but that's what they're saying. No, that's what they're saying.
Publicly, that's what they're saying. Under the table, they're going, "Here's $100
No.
million."
I think publicly they're saying this is bad for everybody, but and behind closed doors they're going, if this happens, we're screwed because COD is basically our biggest moneymaker.
Yeah.
And also, did you see this? This is awesome. Microsoft reveal how much money Game Pass is actually making. This is
great
because of I think it's Brazil, wasn't it, or somewhere? Does it say?
Mm-hmm. Brazil have been really good in giving us some information.
Brazil's the Administrative Council for Economic Defense, CAD, have already approved the merger. Yeah, okay, so it was Brazil. They released a public document outlining its process and the approval. Oh, that's nice. Includes tons of data on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and other. Oh, no, words? I can't read all that. That's just too hard. Okay, so here we go. This is a good one. Game Pass earns $2.9 billion in 2021.
Nice.
I'm like, that's insane. And that's why they can go and give these small developers $500,000 and say, hell yeah, here's your money.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's such a small percentage of what they're making.
Yeah. Here's $1 million. Put your game on our service for a year.
Ah, but you think about it. So if they approach Cam's company and give them 100 million, 10 million, 2 million, $1 million, $500,000, anything like that, any sort of number, A couple 100,000 even, just to go and finish the project.
Yep.
To bring to Xbox.
I mean-
They'll be so chuffed, but it's such a small percentage of what they make.
Indeed. It's the fact that it's making so much money is amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? Because everyone says it's not making any money. How can they continue to keep doing this?
Yeah. Unsustainable.
Unsustainable. So then you're thinking, okay, so is this just PlayStation people saying that?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. And PlayStation model obviously is where they make the money up front and on games, whereas Xbox model is making money after you've sold them the console.
Yeah.
The services.
And-
That's what they want. They want the yearly or the weekly or the monthly money.
And yeah, it's interesting to see because Game Pass is making that much money, but in terms of the fall-off effect, the waterfall effect of people who play games on Game Pass and then go buy games, that is also contributing towards their coffers.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Because I
So-
brought Hades because it was dropping off. And I suspect I wasn't
Yeah.
alone doing that.
No, and I think some people will play a game on Game Pass, and even if it's not going to drop off anytime soon, they still go buy it, either just in case, or because they're really enjoying it, or because they want to support the devs, or
That's right, yeah.
anything like that. So the waterfall effect from Game Pass is that's $2.9 billion that's flowing onto how many more $1 billion of people just handing money to Microsoft because of things like that.
Yeah. I was just reading this actually. So it said it went from 15 to 18 million subscribers. So they reckon that 2.9 billion revenue is generated from 15 to 18 million subscribers. And it's currently at, well, this was Q3 2022. It's at 25 million, they reckon. So that's like a
Yep.
20 or 30% increase. I could do maths, but I can't bother. It's a decent increase from what?
Ah,
So it's even more than that now. That's what I'm saying.
man.
It does not include PC Game Pass earnings as well. That's
Interesting.
Not as big, I guess, though.
So is this just Xbox Game Pass?
Just Xbox Game Pass.
Man. So do you think the Ultimate subscribers are
Separate
part of this?
again? Oh, I'm not sure.
Because if this is just console subscribers, that's insane.
Yeah, make
That's
someone
a
get
lot of
Xbox
money.
Game Pass on consoles.
Jeez.
That's
'Cause I
insane.
suppose they aren't looking at PC Game Pass, does it?
Should do, because Call of Duty's coming to Game Pass. Coming to Game Pass
Yeah.
on PC.
But if this is just the consoles, then man, Game Pass is healthier than we thought.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's insane money.
Such a good idea, and man, it's just been working out so well.
And it's still not big as well. There was another graph I saw where it's only... Oh, it was actually off that article you dropped. Someone dropped in a thing and it was like PlayStation Plus is 51% of the market. Game Pass is like 17, 18%, 19%.
Ah, yep.
And EA was 1% more than Game Pass. And then you had Ubisoft and something else. Others, I think they said. So it's not even as big as EA.
Jeez. That's amazing. Well, there's lots of room for growth, and I don't see how you
Indeed.
could say that that's a monopoly.
And I think that's what's happening now. It's backfiring a bit on Sony.
Well, I really hope Microsoft take off the kid gloves, and I think they should start.
They are taking them off now, I reckon. It feels like
I
they've
don't know,
started turning the corner, especially the last couple of days.
It's been interesting to see, but they're still coming across as friendly,
Oh
and
yeah,
not
well they
so
can't
much-
be assholes because they won't get anything, will they? But they have to. They've just kind of turned around and gone. Actually, no. Look, here are the
Yeah.
facts, basically. So
And it's nice that they're making the facts public as well,
yes,
so that everyone can kind of go, we see PlayStation's talking points, and going, right, well, it's interesting to see. Did you see the video of Satya Nadella saying, if Sony keeps saying they want competition, let us compete?
is that the one with big ass smile?
Yes.
Yes.
And you look at that and you go, when the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company, multi-trillion-dollar company is smiling at you, talking to you about competition, you should be a bit worried.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Because it'll be interesting. What happens if they just buy PlayStation?
Whoa. Yeah, yes. Just buy and turn it off.
Yep.
Okay, back to games real quick. Cyberpunk 2077, can't say words, sequel, a new Witcher game and original IP in development from CD Projekt Red. So Witcher is going to get something called Cirrus. Oh, here we go, this is better. Oh, Why have you got that there? I don't want to use my keyboard. So there's a new Witcher trilogy coming out.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Which is going to be, Witcher 4, I guess. It's going to be, I don't know if it's based on, what does it actually say? I don't think it says that much. But there's also a Cyberpunk sequel coming out called Orion so far.
Yeah. So
and
there's
also
an expansion and a sequel.
And an expansion as well, yeah. And something called Hadar, which is new IP.
New IP.
I don't know what Cirrus is. What if it says in the article?
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
Oh, it's a new number of new games in the Witcher universe. Okay, various stages of this Project Sirius, Project Polaris, and Project Canis Majoris. Beyond its two well-known franchises, series are also working on Project Hadar standalone IP. Yes, this is very exciting. Oh, Project is a Witcher game. Okay, so Sirius, I guess.
Yeah, serious?
Sirius, the Witcher game is described as an innovative. Oh my god, why are they using many words? Take on the series that's aimed at both veteran and fans playing in a new franchise, pre-production. Polaris is a story-driven open-world RPG built on the legacy of Witcher 3. So 150 people working on that one. And then Canis Majoris, a story-driven single-player open-world RPG set within the... so there's a couple RPG games coming out for Witcher. And the first one will be like a card game, probably, or something. Project Orion is a working title for the sequel. This new game in the same universe created by Mark Pondsmith.
Cool.
After the release of the Phantom Liberty expansion.
Man, I'm so excited for the sequel.
I know, it's going to be so cool. I want the DLC could be cool, though. Bring out some good DLC.
Yeah, the DLC will be great.
Hadar has been in IP incubation since 2021 in conceptual phase. So that's years away, isn't it? So that's exciting. Project Red's bringing out more stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited that they're expanding on Cyberpunk and
I
not
must
just
jump in
leaving it
actually.
alone.
Have you done the DLC yet for the Edge Runners stuff?
Not yet. It's Terratober this month. No
Oh,
Cyberpunking here.
Oh yeah, right. Since when has that stopped you looking at new shoes? EA is bringing out a new game called Need for Speed Unbound.
Oh my word, this looks so good.
I nearly pre-ordered this as well. I was like,
I was actually looking at it going, oh, it's only $100 to pre-order.
yeah, well, but I don't know if it's going to come out on EA Play. I was confused.
Oh yeah.
So
maybe.
that's why I was waiting. Yeah, it might come on EA Play.
It looks so good.
It looks amazing. Yeah. So it's basically it's a Need for Speed 2 again. That's what it looks like. It has really
Underground
cool
2.
And Underground 2. Yeah. It has really cool anime kind of touches all the way through the game. It looks really cool anime kind of videos going through it and telling you the story.
Very like cell shaded effects as well. Like when you're drifting and the smoke coming off the tires.
And you can have. So I was watching a video of this guy who reviewed there's a whole bunch of gameplay videos come out because it comes out on December 2nd, so it's out in like 6 weeks or so. And you can kind of tweak everything. Like you can. He says the customization of the cars look amazing. Because he's gone back and looked over pictures of the same car and how much they changed it. Like you can change all the stuff on the car, which is basically Underground 2. Nice. And everyone has a little icon above their. If they want to, they can have an icon above their car, which is customizable and you can earn them as you're driving around doing stuff. There was cops everywhere. There was racing. It's awesome.
Man, that looks great. I'm so excited for this game because it looks. The problem I had with Need for Speed was that they started taking themselves too seriously.
Yeah, trying to be a racer. Yeah.
Yeah, and they should just be arcade, stupid, pretty graphics. Just feed me all the colors and give me a good soundtrack, and it'd be great.
Oh, here we go. I'll put it on. Give a second.
Really looking forward to this game because I mean we've been needing a good Need for Speed for a while now.
Oh yeah, big time.
And I think Need for Speed, one of the Need for Speeds is still on special for $8 for the Super Deluxe Edition. It takes like 600 hours to complete or something.
Oh, that sounds about right.
But the styling of this game looks really cool. I love the fact that they've done really well with the car graphics. So it looks really good. And then they've overlaid it with like cel-shaded smoke and effects.
Yes.
So it looks super anime and cartoony.
So one of the cars was jumping. It literally had wings on the side of the car and anime wings coming out the side of it. I was like, that's so cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
And this is where they're changing one of the cars, what you can do to the cars.
Man. Oh, I'm looking so
if
forward to this.
if they get it feeling really fast.
Yep.
which I noticed when I was watching one of the videos, it didn't feel that fast. Like the cars didn't feel like, when you're going real fast, everything kind of moves. It didn't have that
Yeah,
effect.
you get that blur.
The blur, yeah, it didn't really have that. So I'll be interested to see if that actually feels like you're going fast, which is kind of half of the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Underground 2 and Underground did a real good job of making you feel like you were going fast.
Yeah, and scared because corners.
Yep.
You're like, at least Underworld 2, you don't have to worry about turning too much. You just bounce off the corners and didn't lose.
Yeah,
that
you
much
just
speed.
crash into the cars.
Yeah,
You're all good. But
Yeah.
no, this looks fantastic. So
headlights
the
look
three
cool.
things,
The backlights, the rear lights all look really cool effects.
yeah, and there's cops.
And
This
there's
is great.
cops.
So I mean, all they need to nail is a good arcade racer, a great soundtrack, and it looks like they've done really well with a good
The
style.
soundtrack. The soundtrack would be important.
Yeah, the soundtrack's got to be super important.
Yeah. Because that
But
what
then
made
again-
Underworld 2, really, wasn't it? The soundtrack.
Oh, that soundtrack was so good. And I just hope this time they actually buy the rights to these songs properly so that it doesn't go offline in 3 years because they've
Yep.
lapsed on licenses or something.
Well, the other ones hung around for quite a while, but the music wasn't as good.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a problem.
Bit of a problem. Yes. Where are we going now? Xbox unveils a mini fridge. That's cheaper than the old one. It's kind of weird, this one, but it literally I didn't realise it. Actually, the mini fridge, the original, was actually quite tall. Because I always imagined it was the same size as a monitor, and you kind of
Oh.
put it there, and it would just be fine. But it's actually quite a decent size. So this is a baby version of it.
Oh, baby version.
A baby version, a mini me Xbox Series X mini fridge.
Mini fridge.
Mini. It's $80 at Walmart. It
Oh.
can hold 6 cans, I think.
It's called the Mini Me Xbox
Yeah, it
Series
literally
X
is called the
fridge.
Mini Me Xbox. I wasn't making that up. It was literally the name of it.
Ah.
Oh,
I
you
love the
thought I
fact
was
that they've-
making names
Yeah, I
up.
thought you were just making a joke, but this is
No, no.
hilarious. I love the way that they've just lent completely
Oh, no,
into the
exactly.
meme.
Yeah. It's supposed to be... It's smaller, obviously, and it's supposed to be slightly better, like in noise-wise or something. Oh, 8 cans.
nice.
It'll do 8 cans. Oh, that makes sense. So it's 4 at the bottom and 2 at the top. 2 on top of each other.
That's funny.
It's perfect. I reckon it's a good size for your desk. That's the size it's going for, isn't it?
Yeah, it fits how many? 8 cans in it?
Mm-hmm.
That looks cool. It looks very cool.
Yeah, it does.
Mini Me Xbox Series X mini fridge. I love it.
Yeah, so funny. So good work, guys.
Yeah, good
I
job.
did see, I went to EB Games when I pre-ordered Project Gotham. They were doing pre-orders for the Series X fridge coming out on the September the 8th. I was like, guys, you need to update your your words. I think September 8th is now gone.
Yes, just slightly.
Okay, cool. So, wow, see, all this news is actually quite relevant, though. This is the problem. No Man's Sky, an update called the Waypoint
Yes.
update. Yes. I will play the video, but yeah. So, what have they done? Do you know what they've done here? It says they're jam-packed, so I'm like, oh my god.
What they've basically done is they've gone through it and they've just made a whole lot of quality of life updates, basically. So it's probably been a whole lot of little updates that they've been meaning to get to for a while, but they first wanted to get big updates with content in.
Right, and then tweak
And
it
so-
and kind of probably find out what gamers are complaining about and wanting and
Yeah.
change it. Yeah.
So, like, one of the things is you can choose your gameplay style now. Like, there's relaxed mode or survival
Yes.
mode.
Yep.
You can customize it, so you're not set with. If you choose survival mode, you can actually have survival with some relaxed settings into it. So you can
the
kind of
planets
choose
don't
different
kill
sliders. Yep. Cross play, cross saves. You can. I mean, you could always team up with people on other platforms, but now if I were to jump into it on PC, it would take my save across from Xbox.
you. Nice.
So that's really cool. They've updated the inventory, so it's a whole lot easier to manage, especially on consoles now. And then they've increased the level caps for just about everything.
They've also
and
got
yeah.
an information portal for returning
Yeah,
players.
when
I've
you
been
jump
for a
in.
while, so you can get an update, which is probably what I need because I haven't been in there for a while.
Yeah, the information portal is great. Then, yeah, like they say, there's thousands of bullet points from hundreds of patch notes on now streamlined into a more cohesive experience.
Not just randomly dumped in there.
Yeah. But it seems very much like, remember when Mac OS did the Snow Leopard release, and they announced 0 new features.
No.
Well, it's similar to that kind of update of like.
But isn't
you
that
know,
Macs though? They just don't do anything.
like almost 0 new features and just lots of bug
Lots of
fixes
tweaks.
and quality of life improvements and all the rest.
It's like Windows XP Source Pack 2.
Kind of, yeah. No real visual overhaul changes. Although when we were watching the video the other day, we did notice that certain things look better. So I think they've tweaked the graphics a bit,
Ah, okay.
just turning them up.
yeah.
And I think they've just done that, added a bit better lighting in certain areas. So it is just very much like, right, guys, let's just get all those little things that we want to work on, push them into one big update.
That's good.
It's very cool. I mean, I'm a huge fan of No Man's Sky. I love what they've done. And this update just sort of cements it into being even better.
Do we care about the PAX Australia 2022 highlights?
No, because we have an entire podcast dedicated to PAX.
That's the right answer.
So if people want to know about PAX, listen to our PAX podcast.
The PAX podcast.
The PAX podcast.
This is Microsoft's Xbox game streaming device. Is the title of this title. The title.
Allegedly.
So, Philly, hanging out on his, sending up pictures of, what was he sending a picture of? Oh, Vault Boy picture. Okay. He's putting a
yes.
Vault Boy picture on Twits. And had a picture of a shelf. And at the very, very top, there's this little white device, which looked like a little Series S, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which could be the new dongle, I guess you call it. I don't know, what do you call it? What do they call it? It's like a
streaming box.
streaming box that you just plug into your TV and all it is internet.
Yeah. I like the fact that it looks like a little mini Series S.
Yeah, it's kind of got the same kind of styling, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
But I thought they weren't doing this. I thought they was going to bring out apps on their TV. So I was a bit confused by this because I'm sure we discussed this and they said, no, we're not doing it anymore.
No, the last thing we heard was that they had it working, but they weren't too pleased with either how it looked or how it functioned, and so they went back to the drawing board.
Ah, okay.
And so now this looks like they've got one that they kind of like.
Yep.
But
Let
yeah,
Phil
I mean,
put it on his shelf.
yep, here we go, Phil. Test it out. See how you think it goes.
I don't know if they denied or anything. I haven't actually looked up on it.
I think they're just ignoring it.
They're ignoring it. Okay, that's what I wondered. We're actually down, amazingly down to 3 stories left,
My word.
which is amazing.
What?
Did you get rid of loads of them? I did. I
Nope.
did a few as I was going, but
I saw a couple disappear, and I thought, oh, obviously Lee's not too interested in talking about that.
I think we
then.
talked about them randomly. So, okay, so the Xbox app for Windows now runs natively on ARM devices with Xbox Cloud Gaming.
Oh, this is great.
This is great. Yeah, this is awesome. So as you know, you can buy or you probably don't know, Windows are selling ARM-based PCs that don't work really well because you can't run anything on them. I think that's kind
Yeah.
of the general gist of it. Although
Yeah,
now you
that's
yeah, go on.
generally how it goes.
So what they've done is obviously make the Xbox app now run. The problem with this, one problem is that there's no games actually for ARM, so they won't work in that respect. But you can stream. You can do cloud gaming across this app instead. Which means you can basically buy one of the... I wonder if you can get away with buying one of the really, really crappy HP ones that don't really work that well and just put it as a streaming device. That was my immediate thought was, I'll pick up one of these second hand for cheaps and then...
And it just becomes the streaming machine.
A stream machine, yeah. And plug it into your TV, maybe, if you haven't got an Xbox on that TV.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. I do like the way that the Xbox app is looking at the moment. It looks very clean and nice. But
Yep.
this is my first thought when I read this was, I wonder if Game Pass app is coming to Macs now,
Imagine that.
because that would be amazing.
It would be
Here's
amazing,
an Xbox app,
But it
the-
never
the
happened,
cloud
though, because
gaming.
Apple hates Microsoft. It will never happen.
I don't know. It seems like they're getting buddy because Apple Music is now on the Xbox.
True. Do you know it's been on
So-
PlayStation for like how many years?
Yeah,
Well, the
but that's
Apple?
because of money.
Oh, that's because of money. I see. I thought it's because Microsoft hate Apple or vice versa.
No, that was a purely business decision driven
Ah,
by a very nice checkbook that Sony wrote.
Right. Okay.
But this will be cool. Imagine Game Pass on a Mac, and then you've got your Mac, and then you've got your Xbox game.
Well, then you go
Done.
on further as your iPhone, isn't it? That's the next step, or your iPad. It's the same, isn't
Yeah.
it? Based on the same OS almost.
Yeah. So it could come across, but I don't see that happening onto their mobile devices.
No, I don't see it because they can't make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because there's some really, isn't there the I think it's called now the Surface Mini Surface thing? Isn't that an ARM-based PC?
Yeah, the Pro X.
Pro X, there you go. That's what it's called.
And then the latest Surface that they announced, it's just called Surface 9, but you can choose to get an ARM CPU or an Intel or an AMD
I wonder
now.
how much they
in
are
it.
then. Are they still really expensive, or are they trying to? Because they're basically cheap devices, aren't they? That's the point of them.
Cheap, but
Cheap?
still like $1,000 US, I think.
It's not cheap.
So about 5 million New Zealand.
Yep. Okay, well that's sad. Yeah, so this is cool. This is a good step. Just play. And also, Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to Meta. Quest 2.
Ah, yes.
It basically means that you can play your Xbox games while sat down in a VR environment. But the screen's fixed where it is, so it's not really, you're not actually in the game as a VR.
Yeah, it's just you're playing on a giant screen in front of your vision, really.
Yeah, a real low resolution screen, possibly as well.
Yeah.
Though this explains now when we were at PAX, when we kept seeing Meta Quest, and we were like going, that's a mix-up of two things we're not really sure what it was. It was actually Facebook selling their VR headset or showing people.
Yeah. But it's interesting. I mean, who wants to play games like this in VR on a VR screen?
Oh, no, because the quality's really bad.
Yeah. And the latest report from Meta was, because they're trying to get everyone to work in the metaverse.
That's
now.
right. You see photographs of people. I've seen some really funny people posting of everyone just sat in VR at the desks.
Oh, that's funny. But the internal report from Facebook was, when people work in the metaverse, they feel worse, they come home worse.
Oh, yeah,
they,
you get sick.
They perform worse, they
Yep.
feel sick. Like, it's a whole bunch of negativity around the metaverse. And then the end response is, they just need to get better at it.
That's right. Yeah, it's a you problem. Yeah.
Yeah, is the problem the technology or is the problem the human? It's the human. The technology is
Because some
fine.
people literally put the VR on and get sick immediately. Like they just can't
Yeah.
have it because the brain in the ear doesn't go, whoa, it's far away,
Yeah.
but it's not really. Like it just messes
Yeah.
with the brain too much.
It took us a while to get used to VR the first time we tried it as well.
Yeah,
It's just-
interesting.
It's like,
But wearing
'cause-
glasses, does that screw everything up as well? Or they're
Yeah.
not too bad now. Yeah.
No, some of them are. But the thing is, the screen is right in front of your eyes, but you're still looking at things that are far away on the screen.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
And so that kind of mucks up your depth perception. And yeah, it's not great.
Okay, dragging it back to
Cool.
unfounded rumours. The Witcher
Unfounded
3
rumours.
Series X edition is coming out at the end of this month. We got into a gift battle over this.
Yes, because I don't believe that this is happening.
There is. So basically there's a 4K version of Witcher 3 coming out, which is exciting.
Yep.
Who doesn't want that? I did hear, I'm sure we talked about it, or I talked about it myself, or the dog, that they did say it's coming out this year, definitely.
Okay.
I did read that somewhere. I was like, okay, this is cool. This is good evidence. It seems that there's a CD Projekt Red have announced a 20 years of CDPR concert at Lucca Comic and Games Festival on October 28th. So that is this month.
It is this month.
And that's why everyone reckons it's going to come out. There's an insider guy here who's pretty good. This is also what the YouTuber specialising in The Witcher and Cyber Scoops is suggesting that the new version of Witcher 3 is coming out later in October.
Like I said on Twitter, I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh, sure, but it's fun.
It is fun. It's fun to speculate.
It's
and
fun to
hopefully
speculate.
it does come out because it'll be very cool to jump back into The Witcher and see all the updates.
I've
that
saved
they've done.
all the DLC. This is what I want the DLC to be done in 4K.
Ah, yes. Nice. Well, we wait and see.
Indeed, we will.
I still don't believe it though.
That's the news. Woo! We did it.
Whoa, man, we got there. Only took us like 16 days.
1 hour 44. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. Oh, right.
Now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn. So, in order to try keep it brief and to keep the listeners engaged, we're just going to do the new and noteworthy for Game Pass this week, just so that any game we talk about, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you can jump right in. Doesn't cost you any more money, and hopefully it's more exciting than looking at 16-bit side-scroller retro-inspired games.
And me falling asleep.
Yes. So we're going back a couple of weeks, simply because we've missed out on new news for a couple of weeks. Kicking us off is, of course, Deathloop. It is now finally on Xbox, and it's now home. Welcome home, Deathloop.
It's now home.
This is basically where the sequel's going to be from now on.
It's home with new stuff too.
Yes, it has a bunch of new stuff. So Deathloop now features a photo mode, accessibility options, the Golden Loop update with new weapons and abilities, cross-play matchmaking, which is very cool, an extended ending, and much, much more, they say. So this is a Series X game only, but if you have an Xbox One, you can play it through cloud streaming.
You have to excuse the viewers because I can't actually. I need to log in because
That's
one
okay.
OneNote doesn't work with OBS.
No,
OBS doesn't
of course.
display anything.
Why would it?
I know.
So that's Deathloop. It's out now. A couple of people in our community have played it already, and it gets some interesting reviews. So, be interested to hear what you guys think.
I'm going to play
I have
it.
Downloaded.
Yeah. Have I downloaded it? No, I haven't downloaded it yet, but I do want to play it, definitely.
The next one is Hard Space Shipbreaker. So, this is on PC Game Pass, Series X and S, and Cloud, and you basically salvage ships in space. It looks very cool.
It actually does. I looked at this game. It's supposed to have a really good, when you do the, if you watch a video, it's lots of good reviews of it, saying this is the game, you need to play this game this year and all that.
Very chill experience from what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Very much a chilled out game. And basically, you just carve and slice a variety of derelict spaceships in zero-G to recover valuable materials.
Way more happens than that, though. I think there's a whole big story going on in the background as well.
Yeah, it looks like it. And the thing is, you're salvaging these things to get money to upgrade your gear and also to pay off your debts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting. One guy on Twitter said that this was Isaac from Dead Space. This was his job before Dead Space happened.
Right. So maybe it leads into Dead Space or something.
Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe this is the prequel for Dead Space.
Nice.
Next up is Spider Heck, which Lee has already spoken about.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a code for it, but it's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass as well, yeah. It's a Steam code, though, bizarrely.
This is a fast-paced couch co-op brawler.
Oh, this
with
is going to be a
just
problem.
about
I need a friend.
every game. All right, put that on to Twitter.
Hmm.
Lee needs friends.
I need friends.
Next up is Beacon Pines, which is a cute and creepy storybook adventure where you use charms to rewrite fate.
It's kind of, I don't know what look you'd call it actually, but it's kind of cool looking in a kind of kids sort of style, but I think it's kind of dark and creepy.
Almost like a cartoony style, is it?
Yeah, the view of it's like that, almost Zelda-y sort of front-on view, but graphics are better.
Ah, yes.
You know, the old school
I'm
Zelda.
just having a look.
Yeah.
Looks very cool, the artwork.
Yeah, it's cool. The video's fun. I watch a video, it's quite funny.
Yes, Beacon Pines. Check
Beacon
that out,
Pines,
guys.
yeah.
That seems to have sparked our interest. Next up is Slime Rancher 2, which immediately replaced Slime Rancher 1.
Is that how they did it? Interesting. Okay.
So when Slime Rancher 2 dropped into Game Pass, Slime Rancher 1 dropped out. So if you're looking to finish up Slime Rancher 1 for those achievements or anything, make sure that you take advantage of the Game Pass deal and buy it. But this is interesting because Slime Rancher 2 is still technically in game preview.
Wasn't Slime Rancher in game preview though? Because we got it on Game for Gold, years ago, and it was on games preview.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe. But it's turned out to be a very fun game. If you've played Slime Rancher 1, this is just an expansion on that. It's pretty much the same thing. New slimes, new area, and just more of the same. If you haven't played Slime Rancher 1, jump into Slime Rancher 2. It's such a cute game. It's so fun. The slimes are all super wiggly, jiggly, and, you know, they're just happy to see you. Especially when you throw chickens into their coop and then they fight over who's going to eat the chicken.
Yes, and then they ploop something for you.
Yeah, and you basically get their plots and sell the plots.
Yes.
Which
It's
is
cool.
great.
It's kind of, and there's lots of kind of things trying to kill you as well. So it just,
Yeah, it's a very cool sort of survivalist
I think,
type.
does this have multiplayer
fun
Slime
game.
Rancher 2?
Ooh, if it does, that'll be great.
I think there's always one thing it missed was some multiplayer.
Yeah, a multiplayer Slime Ranch would be great because then you can help someone else on their farm,
That's right. Yeah.
which would be great fun. Moving on to Moon Scars, which is
Again, this is a cool looking little 2D platform slasher. Yeah.
2D Souls-like platform slasher.
Yep.
Yeah, looks very interesting.
Yep. Cool video. Yep.
Yeah, check it out, Moon Scars. And of course, a big one that came out on Game Pass is Grounded, the 1.0 release.
Really want to jump back into this game again, but I'm scared.
People are loving it. People are spending years of their lives in this game so far.
Yeah.
It's the 1.0 update came out, and this week I believe the 1.06 update came out
Yes.
to fix some
that's right.
extra bugs
Yeah,
and to
yeah,
add
you're
some
right.
stuff,
Yep.
which is very
I
cool.
saw that tweet come through today or yesterday.
So yeah, you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, and it's basically a survivalist Minecraft building game.
It's
If you
Honey, I
don't know
Shrunk the
Grounded
Kids.
by now,
It's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. But if you don't know Grounded by now, you seriously should have a look at it. Full release. It's got an acnophobia mode. What, fear of spiders.
Yeah, arachnophobia. Yeah.
That's the one. Where it basically turns the spider into a blob with eyes. So,
What happens if you have a blob with eyes phobia as well?
well, then you put the spider mode on.
Okay. Spiders nowhere near as scary as blobs.
Yeah, blobs with eyes, just freaky, man.
Yeah, mate.
Moving on to Let's Build a Zoo. It's a cute management sim. You breed rare creatures, hire the right staff, and keep your visitors happy. Let's Build a Zoo, I believe, is the same people that made Downhill, or what's it called? That bike racing game. The downhill bike racing.
Yeah.
Descenders.
Descenders, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. It's Mike Smith, I believe, is the dev of it. And he loves Game Pass. He thinks it's the best thing ever, particularly because it has helped develop his games. Microsoft have given him a checkbook and said, here we go, here's some money.
Yep.
Put your games on Game Pass and just build whatever you want. So
You have skills.
you have skills, bro. So there's 300,000 different types of animals in Let's Build a Zoo.
Oh my god.
Can you collect them all?
It's Pokemon edition.
Yeah, Pokemon Edition. Next up is Valheim game preview. It's coming to PC now and coming to Xbox next year, early next year.
That's right, yeah.
So if you don't know Valheim, it's a Nordic simulator, basically, set in Norse mythology with lots of trolls around, and you build and craft a house, farm, you go exploring. It's Minecraft, but Norse.
It's brutal as well, though. When it says brutal, it is brutal.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it will
is.
kill you.
From 1 to 10 players, and it's procedurally generated.
Yeah, I know people who spend days in this game, like years in this game. It's just it's all they do. And there's tons
Yep.
of YouTube people playing it at all time. And
Huge amount. So a couple of my mates jumped into it, and that's all they played for just months. And I'd come home from work and it would just be Valheim, playing with mates, because you can jump up to with 10 people and all work together.
oh, cool.
So
Yeah. Oh, you can work together.
yeah, you all work together.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's PVE. It's not. There's no way of PvP then. You don't get griefed
From-
by people.
No, because it's all invite only worlds. So
Oh, nice.
if you do
Okay.
PvP, then it's with your friends.
It's your own fault. Yeah.
Yep, basically. Next up is Paw Patrol Grand Prix.
Who doesn't love Paw Patrol?
Exactly. Paw Patrol Grand Prix, a 4-player championship type game.
Yeah, it's
So-
basically Mario Kart for Paw Patrol.
Yeah. Paw Patrol Mario Kart. Now, this game is exciting.
Yeah,
Chivalry
looks
2.
amazing. Just because the fact that they run around yelling at each other, it just looks amazing.
Everyone just screams. It's so good. So, Chivalry 2 is a multiplayer first person slasher inspired by epic medieval movie battles. So, it basically jump in, you're a guy with an axe or a sword, and you run around with other guys with axes and swords to fight other guys with axes and swords.
Yep.
And the whole time you're doing it, you're just going, ah!
Yep. Looks incredible. I nearly installed this as well because when I saw it, I remember when it came out, we talked about it quite a lot. Because it just
Please
looks
do.
amazing.
And when you play it, stream it. And just call your stream,
So fun.
Chivalry 2, an online medieval warfare game. So funny. I think the first time I saw it was some streamer.
Yeah, no, so what's good is I think we watched I watched a developer one, and they just said how they recorded it and how they made it all, and they just said they were just mucking around, yelling at each other. It was awesome.
That sounds fantastic. Yeah, the first time I saw it was a streamer, and basically it was just cuts of people just running and yelling. Just moving on to Medieval Dynasty. This is the one you were speaking about earlier.
Yeah, it looks interesting, and I think Kinsman's quite keen on this one.
Yeah, it looks interesting. You take the role of a young man who has fled from war and wants to take fate into his own hands. So you become a master of many skills, a leader of your community, and the founder of a prosperous dynasty, which is meant to last and prosper for generations to come.
Yeah, so it's literally a management game, but
village
first
management.
person. It's just really interesting take on it.
Be very cool to see.
Yeah.
Also coming to Game Pass is The Walking Dead, the complete first season and season 2.
Talking about as well. Oh, I see. So it's, we saw earlier it says something about The Walking Dead coming. I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So these are old games, though, aren't they?
Yeah, it's interesting that they're coming now.
Yeah. Only PC as well, not Xbox.
Yeah, only coming to PC Game Pass. Moving on to Costume Quest.
Another old game.
It's another old game. We got Costume Quest with Games with Gold a while
yes,
ago.
I've loaded it and played it for like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So then if you have any questions about Costume Quest,
ask
Lee.
I'm very much an expert.
Yeah, he is the subject matter expert for that game.
That's right, yes.
Also coming to console and PC is Evil.
It looks fun. This looks real fun, this game.
Yeah, Lee spoke about earlier. You're in a village with many different murderers, and you have to choose whether you're the murderer or the solver.
No, riddled by a series of murders.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, so I think it's what's that werewolf game called? Where someone's a werewolf and you have to work out who the werewolf is.
One Night in Paris Werewolf Edition.
Yes, that's right.
Or Secret Werewolf or whatever
Secret Werewolf, yeah, that's right, yeah. So these are quite cool.
Next up is a
it's
game.
basically Among Us, isn't it? But
yeah, it is kind of. Now the next two games are games I'm super excited about. The first one is coming to PC Game Pass, and it is Dyson Sphere Program.
oh my god, factories in space.
Yes, you build factories in space.
How harness the power of stars?
Yeah, that's the Dyson Sphere.
Right.
So the way I heard it described was this is a mix of Satisfactory and Factorio in space.
Oh my god.
I mean, if I do install this on my laptop, then
Goodbye,
rip.
Carl.
I'll see you guys next year, maybe. So that's coming to PC Game Pass, Dyson Sphere Program. It looks very cool. Oh my god, I'm so excited. The other one, which I'm super excited about, and I started last night for our hashtag Terratober event.
Can we have a quick review? What's your first your thoughts?
You got to listen to Game Pass next week.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
This one is Scorn. This was teased for a while. It was supposed to release on the 21st of October, and then they brought the release date forward, which you don't hear very often.
No, maybe they were sick of it and just wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's too scary. Got to release it.
It's too scary. It's a very cool game. Scorn is set in like an H.R. Geiger world, which is very similar to the Alien and Prometheus universes. It looks incredible. Everything is very flesh and bone. It's very kind of squishy and things that should not be squishy way.
Simone's listening to the podcast. Simone, was he hiding behind the couch playing this game, or was he actually okay?
Oh no, Simone went to gym and I turned off all the lights. I was playing this in the dark.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You know, if you're going to be creeped out, you go all the way.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, just embrace it.
It's very cool. Scorn is
squelchy noises. That's all Simone has to say.
Yeah, lots of squelchy noises. It's a very interesting game so far. I'm going to be playing more of it for our hashtag Terratober event. And I encourage everyone else to join us in hashtag Terratober. Play a scary game in October. Tell us about it. And we'll talk about your stories on the podcast. Last on our list is a game that everyone is super excited about. is A Plague Tale Requiem. It's coming on October the 18th, so in a couple days' time.
Just rats.
Rats everywhere. It's a direct sequel to A Plague Tale Innocence. If you don't have that game yet, pick it up now. It's on Game Pass. You can get Innocence for cheap. Dive into it. It's been recently updated for the Xbox Series X, so it looks amazing. Now, the Requiem is the direct sequel, and it looks even better. So, A Plague Tale Requiem coming to Game Pass on October 18th. It looks amazing. So many rats.
So many rats.
And that is our new and noteworthy for Game Pass. There's a lots of really cool stuff coming to Game Pass, or have come to Game Pass to jump into. I'm excited for Scorn. I'm tempted to try spend some time in Dyson Sphere program this afternoon, but we'll see if I can pull myself away from Scorn. And right, I think that is our incredibly long Monster News episode done.
I think we did okay. We were relatively
okay.
efficient.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're always relatively efficient.
We're 2 hours
relative
on
to
the
ourselves.
nose. Literally 2 hours,
Look at
1
that.
minute, just gone. That's so funny.
And then once it gets edited down, it'll probably be under 2 hours.
Yeah. If we keep
Just.
talking rubbish for another 5 minutes, it probably won't be. But yeah. Sorry, it's content. We call it content. Sorry.
Yeah, we call it content, not nonsense. Brilliant. Right, guys. So that's our show for this week. If you want to follow us around, check out our website at www.thexboxcast.co.nz. That's where we put all our episodes. That's where we put information about ourselves. That's where we put how you can support us. That's how we put where you can find us on social media. Check it out. It's our home on the internet, and it's all about us. And we're pretty proud of it, I must say.
It's all about us.
Well, I mean, everyone needs that little place on the internet that's all about us, all about them. And this is our home. The links are in our episode descriptions. So if you want to find anything interesting, check out the episode description. And normally we have links there that you can tap on, and they take you to the wondrous world of the internet.
The wondrous world of the internet.
Yes, indeed.
The wondrous world of the XboxCast.
Fantastic. Mr. Lee, tell people where they can find you.
I am still Lee Howard on Xbox and on Twitter, and Lee Howard 25 on Twitch. Although I'm doing a load of review stuff on the XboxCast Twitch as well.
Yes,
why I'm
so
gonna
make
review
sure
all
you
the games,
follow our
so-
Twitch.
Yeah, follow Twitch because I do random games on there now. Like I've been playing Vertigo for the
Ooh,
last couple of days.
sounds exciting.
It's very cool. Yeah, it's really interesting, and it's literally like you're in a movie.
Oh.
Like the
Is
music.
this for Terratoba?
Yes, because
Ooh,
Vertigo is
that's
like a
exciting.
freaky kind of weirdness going on. It's a Hitchcock movie, so it's weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Oh.
that's why I was
Next week's
finishing
Game
that.
Face episode is going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's really cool. I've done like 5 hours. I've streamed the whole game so far.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, so there's like 5 hours or so, 5.5 hours worth of streaming, basically, of the game.
Man.
Yeah.
And if you miss out on those streams, will they be on YouTube?
Actually, no, they're just on Twitch, but I could drag them into YouTube's.
Well, I think put them onto YouTube's for the people that want to watch that don't listen to this episode in the next 2 weeks type thing.
Yeah, I will download them and do that. Yeah,
Cool.
just check them up there. I don't
So,
talk
yeah.
much for it because it's actually quite cool. Atmospheric. The music's very good,
Oh,
so it's kind of cool
fantastic.
music, and it changes as you're playing, so it's very clever. So well done.
Cool. Okay. That sounds interesting. So yeah, make sure you're following us on Twitch and YouTube if you want to keep an eye on what we do there. We also live stream the podcast on Twitch and YouTube when we live stream podcasts. So
That's correct. Yes. Well done.
yes, make sure you follow us there. And if you're looking to follow me, you can find me at Zarcrius, Xarcrius, on Twitter and Xbox. I think that's us for today.
And we
It's
did
time
it.
to get on with our Saturday and go get some breakfast.
Oh no, some lunch is 12:30 here.
Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. So thank you guys for hanging out. We've been the Xbox Cast, and we will see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye.
And good night.
No, well, I mean, it's not good night because it's during the day.
I'm sorry you threw me there. I was waiting for the good night to press the button. That's hilarious.
Well, I said goodbye with such force.
I know, but
Sounds
you
like
confused me. Could you listeners hear the music? Oh, did you hear the music?
I heard a bit of it.
It's kind of weird. I'm not sure what's happening with that. I think the
Oz, it
listeners could
sounds
hear
like it sounds like Oz just needs to take today and just play games.
it. Heard it. Cool. Okay.
Oz should just jump into Scorn today for Terratoba. Tell us what he thinks
He needs to
about
jump
it.
into something where he just shoots things in the face.
Ah, yes. We need to jump into Overwatch.
Overwatch.
So excited.
Oh my god!
So excited for Overwatch.
You're so funny. You're like a teenage girl.
Well, I mean, I have been drinking a lot of bubble tea lately.
Said nobody.
Well, okay. So everyone who's busy watching / listening, bubble tea, is it a girl's drink only, or
No.
should we
Even
be drinking
more. Is it an Asian girls' drinks only?
or should Lee be drinking bubble tea?
Am I an Asian girl?
We're glad to have you here, Lone Star Tiger.
Yes, it
He
is.
says- yes, it is. No, I don't believe you.
Oh, right, okay. You remember when we were stood in Melbourne and you were discussing it, and then a girl walked past with bubble tea. Well, who was she? What was she dressed like?
Okay, yeah, she was an Asian schoolgirl drinking bubble tea, but I still maintain that bubble tea is not just for them.
I want to see you dressed as an Asian schoolgirl. That's what I want to see.
Oh well, you have to pay extra for that.
Okay.
I might need to borrow some clothes from Jeremy.
That's interesting. That's
All right, guys.
all right. Cool. I'll stop the recording.
Recording stopped.
Recording stopped. Oh, I don't have enough space in OneDrive. It says here.
Oh dear.
That's interesting. I'm not buying it though. Give me a terabyte for $10, or 100 gig for $3. Why do I need a spice? Oh, I'm confused.
What Patreon tier is Carl as a schoolgirl? It's the secret tier. That's funny. Right.
Yeah, it makes more sense for me to do this because converting to media recordings happening now. I can't believe I've run out
cool.
of OneDrive space though.
When you stream to YouTube, what do you use? The stream URL or the stream key?
I'll use Restream.
And okay.
But give me a
And then
second.
Restream?
I
How
can
do you
answer
plug
that
it in?
question. Watch out.
Oh,
Oh, no. Log in. Here we go. I hate it when they don't, rather than saying log in, they say sign up, and I just don't read it and just go log in. Then it goes, oh, you've already got an account. It's like, well, yes.
yes, of course I got
Just
it.
log in then.
Just do something.
Do something, yes. Podcast, stream. God, I can never remember how to use this website. I don't log in very often. When I do, I'm confused.
Yes, I hate it when that happens.
I use edit channel with the XboxCast. Can watch. Not sure. Why'd you ask?
Investigator. Man, it's good that Lone Star jumped in. I'm quite excited. Oh, is it the first time you've actually joined live? I'm not used to seeing that green.
What green's that?
The green of Lone Star's name.
Oh, so mine's I don't see anything for restream. Oh, it takes ages to convert, doesn't it, the meeting?
Yeah, it does. It's not quick because Zoom's conversion is very, very bad. Yeah, it's good to have you here. We need to find out.
That's why we did the Saturday one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Saturday one is a lot easier to get people on board. Well, especially the stateside people.
Tap, 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 tap. Aha! There we go. No, it doesn't. I don't know. Oh, I can add a new destination. Maybe that will do it. YouTube. Event channel. It's like it link. I don't know how Restream does it. Because it almost like it links straight through to it. How to connect? Yeah, it just gives you automatic. It just adds it as a channel. There's no restream settings as such.
Oh, interesting.
Why'd you ask?
In the YouTube, when we schedule the episodes, it gives us a special stream key and URL to go to, so that when you go live on that URL, it triggers on
so
that.
I can do
scheduled
events.
episode.
I can do events.
Oh yeah.
XboxCast. Restream allow. I'll add it because I can add as many as I like, and I can only use 2 at once, but I can add. Loading.
Oh,
Oh, here you go. I got it. So we want XboxCast live stream.
Mm-hmm. Have a look at the YouTube when you get a chance, and
Yeah,
you'll
I
see
saw
that
it.
we've still got that event. So
Yes,
if you
yeah,
go
yeah.
to that event and copy the details there.
No, I don't
into
need to do that
Restream,
much. It's easier than that. I just get a screen.
Oh, cool. Okay,
I just get the words. So I'll just check the name of it.
cool.
La 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 la. Come watch news. Upcoming news recording. Ah. New news. Podcast reporting. XboxCast. Upcoming. Yeah, that's it there. All right, dude.
Cool.
Interestingly, I did that through my Wi-Fi as well because I forgot to plug in the network cable.
Yeah, I know we're still streaming. Someone's like, we're still streaming. Yeah, we're still streaming. Someone goes, zzz. Okay, I think it's time to raid someone. Simone's falling asleep. Let's raid then, Simone. Who are you raiding?
Have a quick look at my
Cool.
Twitch.
We're about to raid now. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Thanks, Lone Star Tiger. Look forward to seeing you in the Discord. And we'll see you all on Wednesday night, Australia time, New Zealand time, for our Game Face episode.
Brilliant.
But I mean, I don't know what time zones do.
No, it's funny. That's all.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Laters.
Stick around for PS2 Fat Boy. He's a fun guy to hang out with.
Oh,
He's
he
Australian
is, yeah.
and he just
He's
yells.
Very excited by the world.
I love the way he just yells. It's great.
Oh, Shadow's playing. Right, I'm in there. Oh.
And almost done. Oh, cool. And end stream, I think.
End stream. Oh, yeah. There you go.